And that reminds us of other game-winning calls in the history.
Presented by Devon Energy, founding partner of the Oklahoma City Thunder, and Midburst Bank, the official bank of the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's game time. Now the voice of the Thunder, Matt Pinto, brings you the starting lineups.
Sponsored by Kia, movement that inspires.
This is Oklahoma City Thunder basketball on the Oklahoma City Thunder Radio Network.
A raucous full house at Paycom Center, readying for Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals. Thunder and Spurs, OKC excited to have J-Dub back for the first time in 26 days. Last playing in Game 2 against Phoenix in round 1. For the Spurs, it's an alteration in the starting five because De'Aaron Fox is unable to go due to an ankle he tweaked in Game 6, the closeout game against Minnesota Friday. So in Fox's absence, Dylan Harper, the 20-year-old rookie, gets his first NBA playoff start, starting 4 times during the regular campaign. He is 6'5", 215. In his rookie campaign out of Rutgers, averaging 13.5 a game in the playoffs, making 57% of his shots. Stephon Castle alongside him in the backcourt. A year ago, the Rookie of the Year in the NBA, and Castle playing exceptional basketball in the playoffs, averaging nearly 20 points a game, doling out 6 assists, 6'6", 215, a second-year man from UConn. Julian Champagnie at one forward spot at 6'7", 217, a fourth-year pro undrafted out of St. John's, averaging 11 a night and hitting 46% of his three-pointers. Devin Vassell is the 4th all-time leader in three-pointers made in San Antonio history. Now in his 6th season out of Florida State at 6'5", 200. He's at the other forward spot, averaging 12.5 in the postseason. And 2-time All-Star and the unanimous Defensive Player of the Year in the NBA this season, Victor Wembanyama mans the middle at 7'4", 235. Third-year pro from France, averaging 20 points, nearly 11 rebounds, and 4 blocks, which leads the NBA in postseason. Head coach for the Spurs is 39-year-old Mitch Johnson. In his second campaign, a 94-65 record during regular season play, including 62 wins this season, 8-3 thus far in his playoff tenure. Now it's time for you to meet the Thunder starting five for Game 1.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, number 2, point guard for Oklahoma City Thunder.
Shai front court, comes to the baseline, jump, stops, and knocks down a 17-foot jumper, gets knocked down by Smart for an and one.
Jalen Williams, number 8, position everything. Oklahoma City Thunder.
Dub blasting of a baseline, lays it up and powers home a dunk over Lopez, who had got a piece of it. It didn't matter.
Luguentz Dort, number 5, guard, Oklahoma City Thunder.
Left wing to Dort, sets his feet, squares his shoulders, and rips the courts for 3. Cha-Chinga Thunder money ball.
Isaiah Hartenstein, 55, center, Oklahoma City Thunder.
Lob feed inside, James catches, and Hartenstein denies him, says, I'm not allowing that in my house tonight. Spikes it out of bounds on a layup try.
Chet Holmgren, number 7, basketball player for the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Inside Holmgren, catching, pump fakes, James, spins, dunks! Thunder by 1, Chet Holmgren, don't be so mean!
This is Mark Dagnall, and we're the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Thunder unbeaten at home on this postseason, pushed 16-2 at home their last 2 campaigns in the playoffs, including that run to a title a year ago. And I think aside from that, we've got these 2 things going for the Thunder as well tonight. Number 1, they're wearing blue. 18-0 wearing blue on this floor this season. And we've got Robert Cisco Mueller behind the board as our engineer on site. He's unbeaten when filling in for Mike Mosteller. So I think they might as well call Game 1 for the Thunder. But seriously, OKC is in blue tonight. The Oklahoma flag color as the background of their uniform in Game 1 at home. White numerals and letters trimmed in orange, yellow, and navy blue. They'll be moving from my vantage point from right to left across your radio dial this opening half. The Spurs clad in road black, white numerals trimmed in gray, moving from left to right. Zach Zarba, John Goebel, Mitchell Irvin will blow the whistles in the opener. Ed Malloy is the alternate, should he be called upon. Thunder split 2 with the Spurs in here in the regular season, losing by 15 Christmas Day, winning on January 13th by 21, 119-98. But the slate is clean. 2 teams have earned the right to vie for a chance to get to the NBA Finals in this best-of-7 Western Conference Final. Zach Zarba enters the center circle. Holmgren and Wemby will jump center, both in the crouch. Falls in the air as Wembanyama back taps to Julian Champagnie. Stephon Castle will walk it across the timeline and be greeted by Isaiah Hartenstein. Castle holds up top. Pass fakes, ducks right, pulls up, whips the ball straight away to Harper. Driving and kicking right wing to Castle for rainbow three that's up and in. Castle's made 44% of his threes the last 28 games and knocks down the first shot of game one. 3-0 San Antonio. Dort picked up crossing the timeline by Champagny. Shea guarded by Castle as the Spurs deployed in the regular season. High post right, Hartenstein played off on by Wemby. On the dribble weave giving to Dub. Slashing. And kicks out to Dort beyond the arc. 8 to shoot. Dort to the baseline. Shovel feeds Hartenstein for a floater in the paint, but he back rims and tumbles off from 10 feet away as Wembanyama contested it. Back come the Spurs. Champagny to Harper. Dribbling across the lane, contained by Dub. Sets up Champagny up top. Hartenstein on him. Wemby has it left baseline. Slings it to the rim, overshoots the rim from 20, but a whistle and a reach-in foul called on Dort by John Goebel. Goebel's last time in here featured the Lakers surrounding him at midcourt on his heinous officiating. And I'm not sure Dort touched Wembanyama going up there. Wembanyama gets free throws. The Spurs have made a habit when they've won in the playoffs of getting off to incredibly robust starts. The Castle 3 begins this series, and Wembanyama gets to the free throw line on the Spurs' second thrust less than a minute in. Wembanyama's first foul shot is good. He's on the scoreboard in the Western Finals, and the Spurs lead 4-0. What happened Christmas Day, probably the most impressive of the Spur wins against Thunder in the regular season. They took the fight to Oklahoma City from the outset and never relented, winning by 15, 117-102. I think the start of this series is significant. Wembanyama ready for the second, very deliberate at the line, right foot in front of the left. Arcs it and sticks it. The Spurs lead 5-0. Gildas Alexander picked up by Castle deep in the backcourt. Navigates across the timeline mano-a-mano. Feeds Hartenstein high post right. Dribbles to the right wing and defers to Dub. Crowded by Harper. Shovel feed Shea between the rings, 12 to shoot. Dort screens. Shea jumped at by Champagny. Roams left. Stripped to the ball in the lane, no foul call. Harper the loose ball. To the middle in transition. Kicks out left wing Champagny. Rises, fires the three, is short. Tipped rebound by Wemby. No good the first time, no good the second time, but it is good the third time over Holmgren. 7-0 San Antonio. A minute 30 gone by in the opening quarter. Shea surrounded by Spurs. Navigates front court. Grabbed by Castle, roams left to the foul line. Pump fakes. Comes baseline, goes glass, misses badly from 12 as a rebound is fought for and grabbed by Harper. Spurs are establishing clinic-like intensity and execution to begin the Western Finals. Up 7-0, 2 minutes in. Wide right Castle, played by SGA this time, crosses him over into the paint. In deep, spins and loses the ball. It's grabbed by SGA as Castle begs for a foul. Shea to the middle, 5-on-4. Wide right to Dub. Spins on Champagny, drifts to the wing, and jump passes corner right to Dort. He wants three from the corner, misses back rim. Thunder yet to score more than 2 minutes in. 0-2 from the field with a turnover. Wembanyama off the rebound, crossing over on Holmgren. Dances to the wing, and Holmgren entangles him and is called for a foul by Zach Zarba. 2 quick Thunder team fouls, side out Spurs with 9:46 left. And what has been a shaky Thunder start. Keep in mind they were off for a week. And while they're accustomed to that, it's never easy just to crank it up and shake the rust off against a team of this caliber. Spurs lead 7-0. Harper will trigger near sideline. Lobs the ball to Castle. Again, Hartenstein is on Castle. Stephon top of the key looking left. Wembanyama guarded by Dub. 8 to shoot on the dribble weave Champagny. Stutter steps. Drives the paint. Kicks in the corner. Harper catches shoot rainbow three up and off. Offside rebound snagged by Holmgren. Lets traffic fly by and dribbles across timeline at 7-1, picked up by Vassell. Cross court right to Dub. Jalen crossing over on Harper, comes baseline, floats it up, counts if it goes, it won't. A 12-footer no good. Harper the foul in retreat. And it's Dub to the free throw line, looking to break the ice for the Thunder offense with 9:24 left in the opening quarter. San Antonio's defense far and away the best in the playoffs by ranking. Allowing opponents 40% field goal shooting, only 102.5 points a game, and 31% three-point shooting. No free throws awarded Dub there. They say prior to the gather, the contact came. Hartenstein is out as Caruso enters. SJ off the inbound. Drives and spins right wing. Castle all over him. Comes near midcourt, given the ball by Holmgren. 8 to shoot. Shea crowded by Vassell, 40 feet away with 5 on the shot clock. Crosses over. Steps back, fires angle right, 3 on line, no good, in and out. The goose egg stays on the scoreboard for the Thunder, 3 minutes in. The rebound to Harper. Castle on the handle, crowded by SJ, lobbing to Wemby in the paint. Doubled, sails it over the head of Harper out of bounds. Thunder showed a different look to Wembanyama, and the Spurs incur their second turnover as OKC looks to cash in on this trip 3 minutes in. Dub, stutter steps to the baseline, sets up Caruso, slot left Dort. Drives by Champagny, sets up Shea on the wing. Slides and kicks to Caruso. He wants three straight away. It's online. Counter. Cha-ching with Thunder money ball. Thunder got to make some perimeter shots to loosen up that Spur defense. Didn't do a great job of it in the regular season, knocking down just 31%. It's 7-3 Spurs. The crowd sits down. Castle left to right on the perimeter. Behind a Wembanyama pick. Crowded by Caruso. Dips to Champagnie. Open. Left wing three is up and good. Justin Champagnie has made 46% of his threes in the playoffs. He gives the Spurs a 10-3 lead thanks to 2 of 4 three-point shooting. Dub roams left, sets up Caruso. Driving and bounce passing inside. That entry jammed away by Vassell, picked up by Harper. That's Defender's second turnover. Left wing Vassell to the trailing Harper open. The left wing three is up and off. Fight for the rebound. It's up, over, and out to the Thunder. The Spurs have established pace. They've established what they've wanted to offensively and have held the Thunder to 1 of 5 shooting to begin this game, forcing 2 turnovers. Shea is double-teamed to the backcourt. The lob feed comes near sideline front court to Caruso, handing to the reigning MVP and the defending MVP. Shea top of the key. Slicing right on Wembanyama. Jump stop sets up Caruso. Another angle right three is up. This one no good. He back rimmed it. You see the Spurs defensive deployment. It's nothing different than we saw in the regular season. Wembanyama clears. Spurs up 8-1 in the rebound column. Champagnie a long left wing three-pointer. This one short. Dub the rebound. Looks to run out. Down the lane spinning. To the rim, lays it up. It's blocked by Vassell. Harper's got the loose ball. Spurs run back, 4-on-2 to the trailing Champagnie, right wing Castle. On the fringe to Champagnie, who's reached on, and the ball was jarred away by Dub, but he's called for a reach-in foul by Zach Zarba. Side out Spurs. That's the Thunder's third team foul. The Spurs have one. San Antonio has come out, and they've asserted themselves early in Game 1 of the Western Finals as Dub will exit and A.J. Mitchell enter for Oklahoma City. 7:34 left in the opening quarter. Thunder are 1 of 7 shooting with 2 turnovers to begin this series. Castle angles left to the baseline, spins on Mitchell, lays it up, and Mitchell blocks the shot, but he's called for a foul by Mitchell Irvin. That's the 4th Thunder team foul to begin this game. Castle is a ferocious, physical, offensive and defensive player. As Mark Daigneault lets Mitchell Irvin know, look, you got to call it both ways. The Spurs are getting away with plenty at the other end, and we've seen one whistle with us. Castle's first foul shot is up. Tumbles in. San Antonio 11, Oklahoma City 3 as Keldon Johnson checks in between free throws as the 6th man of the year in the NBA. So the young Spurs have come in and delivered the message right from the outset. They're here to battle. They lead it by 8 at the first stoppage. A timeout called by the Thunder with 7:28 left in the first quarter. This is Thunder basketball.
Welcome back inside Paycom Center. 9 possessions for Oklahoma City, 8 empty trips, including 6 missed shots and 2 turnovers. They're getting out rebounded by San Antonio in the early going, 9-2. Here's Matt Pinto.
Now's your chance to score big. The Thunder Community Foundation's Western Conference Finals Game 1 auction is open until the end of tonight's third quarter. Go to OKCThunder.com/auction to bid on one-of-a-kind Thunder memorabilia and exclusive team-signed items you won't find anywhere else. That's OKCThunder.com/auction. Spurs have announced their presence in the Western Final. An outstanding start, leading by 8 at the first stoppage. OKC is yet to get Shea anything offensively at all. He's 0 of 2 shooting both highly contested shots. He has the game's only steal, though, with 1 assist, as OKC finds itself down 11-3 off the stoppage. Deploying Caruso, Mitchell, Lou Dort, SGA, Chet Holmgren. The San Antonio counters with Castle, Champagnie. Vassell has a block shot in this series already. Devin Vassell with a block shot for the Spurs, and Victor Wembanyama. Stephon Castle readying for his second foul shot. He's got 4 of the Spurs' initial 11. Wembanyama has 4, and Champagnie a 3. San Antonio big on the boards, up 9-2 at the first stoppage. And they have led playoff participants in rebounding at more than 47.5 a game. They forced a lot of misses thus far. Castle's second free throw out of his right hand is on the way, tumbling good. So the Spurs lead by 9. As OKC, off of the first deployment of maybe a shift in strategy, we'll see how they attack. Castle all over SGA. Bumped into the backcourt by a Castle foul, his first. He fouled out of a game against Minnesota and always brings a physicality that's right there on the edge. That time John Goebel said that's over the line. But it's only the Spurs' second team foul. They've got a lot of room from which to ratchet up the physicality here, as the Thunder right now are scrambling offensively. 1 of 7 shooting, 1 of 4 on threes. Being out-rebounded 9-2. Caruso off the inbound, shadowed by Wembanyama, giving to Mitchell. Turning the corner right, contained. Finds Caruso, pump fake, down the lane, darting. Lays it up and lays it in on Wemby. Nice job by Alex Caruso. He's got all 5 Thunder points, and it's 12-5. As the crowd is egging on the Thunder offense. Castle this time picked up by Dort. Lugens forces the ball out of his hands. It swung left flank to Vassell. Caruso on Wemby. Bad pass lobbed off the wing. Stolen by Caruso, 3-on-2, back. Pass fakes, dances inside and spins in the right-hand scoop. Alex Caruso's entry is being felt. 12-7, the Thunder within 5. Timeout Spurs. Caruso baited the lob
going
feed from the
on
wing
out
by
here?
Vassell, gobbled it up and surged back untouched.
Got to call the timeout.
Giving the Thunder
Good to see y'all.
4-0 to pull within 5, as with 6:48 left in the opening quarter, Mitch Johnson chooses to call a timeout. This is Thunder basketball.
Good to see y'all. Welcome to ball game night. Got a feeling this commercial break is not going to be too long, but I don't know that specifically. Nonetheless, thank y'all for joining me. Spurs, Thunder. It's going to be a classic series. Commercial break. Potoi.
Welcome back inside Paycom Center. Winner of this series will play the winner of the Eastern Conference Finals, which is now set. The Cleveland Cavaliers defeated Detroit in 7 games, capping it off with a blowout road win in that final game. Meanwhile, the Knicks have been resting for several days after sweeping Philadelphia. Game 1, Cavs and Knicks, is tomorrow night. Here's Matt Pinto.
Take Thunder Up in the Park, your first play on every game day. Celebrate the playoffs at Scissortail Park with live music, games, and giveaways. Every home game, head to okcthunder.com/thunderup-in-the-park for more information. Alex Caruso, we know the pedigree come playoff time, and he has been an igniter for the Thunder since entering, scoring all 7 of their points. He's got a steal and has done yeoman work on Wembanyama, making 3 of his 4 shots, knocking down the Thunder's only 3 and 4 tries to help the Thunder recover from a 9-point hole as they've scored 4 straight, courtesy of AC, and pulled within 5 at 12-7. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander presented his back-to-back most valuable player trophy, the Michael Jordan Kia MVP
Straight
trophy
baller,
by
straight
Commissioner
baller,
Adam
very
Silver
deserving.
in this game. Has yet to strike. He's 0 of 2 from the field. He's got one of the Thunder's 2 steals, but Stephon Castle has been on him like Velcro thus far in game 1. It's Castle, Keldon Johnson, Justin Champagnie, Victor Wembanyama playing inside the 7-minute mark of the first, and Devin Vassell against Dort, Mitchell, Caruso, Holmgren, and SGA. Castle backing Dort across the timeline, pushes up, jump passes to Wemby at the rim. He blows a layup. He's 1 of 4. Shai the rebound, galloping back. Probes the middle. Off the stutter step, spins, steps back, fires, 60-foot jumper on the way, a beauty. Shai's on the board, and the Thunder have pulled within 3 on a 6-0 run. It's 12-9. That time they had the Spurs scrambled as they ran out with numbers. Castle across the timeline, picked up by Dort. Stephon behind a Wemby pick, jumped at by Holmgren. Now played by Caruso, finds Keldon Johnson wide open. His 3 straight away is perfect, unguarded. Spurs have made 3 3-pointers and go up by 6, 15-9. They've made 3 of 7 from distance. Thunder 1 of 4. That was a defensive breakdown. Johnson left in a vacant lot. Shai rambles up the right side to the baseline. Elevates and fades, 16-foot stroke short. This ball gathered by Champagnie, 1 and done, outletting left to Johnson. Barreling across the lane on Holmgren, stripped of the ball from behind by Caruso. Saves it from going out to SGA. What a play by Alex. Front court Shai, slashes left. Kicks in the corner, Holmgren catches up the sideline to Dort, rains a 3 that's online. He back rimmed it. It tumbles off, no good. 1 and done for the Thunder again as they're 1 of 5 from distance, and Lugens Dort is 0 of 2 from beyond the arc. Spur ball up 6 inside the 6-minute mark. Thunder have wallowed 4 of 12 shooting. Wembanyama on the perimeter, played by Holmgren, working the right side, crossing over twice, snaking to the baseline. Elevates and fades, one-handed 15-foot fling, no good. Holmgren has the miss. Wembanyama 1 of 5. So the Thunder defense is in it. They're 4 of 13 is San Antonio, but they've made all 4 of their free throws and lead by 6. SGA behind the back dribbles, sheds Castle, drives right to the foul line, kicks in the corner Caruso, up the sideline to SGA, 8 to shoot. Barrels by Johnson, sets up Caruso wide open. The corner 3 is online. Count it! Cha-chinga Thunder money ball. AC for 3, his second tray of game 1. What a start for him, 10 points. Thunder within 3, 15-12. SJ picks up his second assist as Castle barrels into the paint. Corner right Johnson, catch shoot rainbow 3 on Holmgren is up, no good. High for the rebound, Dort back taps for Caruso. A 3 would tie for the Thunder with 4:39 left in the opening quarter. SJ on the handle. Picked up by Castle, gets a Caruso pick. Comes baseline on Vassell. Doubled by Wemby up the sideline. Caruso, the ball swung left wing to Dort, wide open. The 3 from the flank, not close. Offside rebound to Castle. Back come the Spurs, nursing a 3-point edge. Castle down the lane, challenging Caruso. Pump fakes, lays it up left-handed, no good. But the Thunder call for a brush foul inside as the Spurs continue to get to the rim and to the free throw line. They've outshot the Thunder after this sequence, 6-0 in foul shots attempted. It's 15-12 Spurs with 4:18 left to play, and a hammer and tongs start to this first
Good to see all of y'all.
Of the Western
Good to see you, homie.
Thunder are 5 of 14 shooting. The Spurs are 4 of 14. San Antonio's made 1 more 3 than the Thunder thus far, and all 4 free throws while the Thunder have yet to go to the line. Castle makes it 5 of 5 from the stripe as he's scored 6 of the Spurs' initial 16. San Antonio by 4. Hartenstein, Dub, Payson Wallace, and Jared McCain enter for Oklahoma City. Caruso, SGA, Dort, and Holmgren sit down. Chet's yet to attempt a shot. He's scoreless through 8 minutes of quarter 1 of game 1. Castle back to the free throw line, converting 77% in the playoffs. He's 3 of 3 in this game. Readying for the second, it's up and good. And San Antonio, perfect 6 of 6 foul shooting, leads the game by 5. They've never trailed in game 1. Mitchell grinds across timeline against The extended pressure of Dylan Harper. High post right entering to Hartenstein. Wembanyama out. Luke Cornett in at center. On the dribble weaved up. A step down the lane. Leans in. Lays it in as he barrels by Castle for his first bucket of this series. It's 17-14. Harper at midcourt. Greeted by Mitchell. Dylan. Back of a pick by Cornett. Scrambles left. Picks up the dribble. Smothered by Mitchell. Sets up Castle up top. A long three over Wallace is online but short. Dub has the rebound. Dribbling head up the left side. Shadowed by Harrison Barnes. Dribbles to the middle. Free in the paint. Pulls up Pops. 12-foot jumper short. Rebound Dub. Across his body floats the follow and gets it to nestle home. OKC within one off of their first offensive rebound of this series. It's 17-16 as the crowd's full throat at Paycom Center. 3:30 left in the first. The Spurs down to 27% shooting on the night. Harper at midcourt. Yo-yos against Mitchell. Two lefties. High post right Cornett. Followed to the perimeter by Hartenstein. Luke loses the ball in traffic. Hartenstein's got it. Out in front, Mitchell. Leads for the trailing Dub. Elevates and thunders down a two-hand rim rocker. Thunder have their first lead of game one. 18-17. Forcing their fourth turnover for 7 points. 6-0 Thunder splash as the Spurs find themselves down for the first time in this series. Harper pounds a dribble. Looking in over Mitchell near midcourt. Jumped out by McCain. Navigates right. Steps back, cranks an angle right three-pointer that's short. Hartenstein clears, giving to McCain up the right side. Jarrett. Played by Vassell, ducks baseline with a step, lays it up left hand and lays it home. Oh, barreling to the bucket. Marching inside is J-Mac. The run is 8-0. The Thunder lead is 3 at 2017 with 2:35 left in the opening quarter. Thunder out of fouls. Castle, handshake by Wallace just inside midcourt. Stefan straightens up, jumped out by Mitchell on a switch. Isolated, crossing over, snaking left, now right into the paint. Across his body goes Glass, banks it in. He's fouled doing so by Mitchell. You can't breathe on him tonight. Mitchell barely contacted him at all, and Zach Zarba gives Castle the call. Stefan Castle has 9 of the Spurs' first 19, can tie the game at the free throw line with his 5th free throw attempt of the first quarter of this game. Thunder over the foul limit. The Spurs still have 2 to give. 2019, the Thunder had run off 8 straight, grabbing a lead of 3. Now the Spurs can tie it with Castle 4 of 4 at the stripe. Arcs the foul shot. That one tumbles off, no good. J-Dub there for the rebound. In his return, he has 4 boards and 6 points. Slashes left. Challenging Cornett. Lays it up with the right hand. Lays it home. And Cornett hit him without a whistle. It's 22-19 Thunder. They're finding their way inside, outscoring the Spurs 14-4 in the paint since Wembanyama has exited. Castle slashing left on Wallace. Bullies and floats and knocks down a 6-footer. He's got 11 and dominating the Thunder right now. Dub to the middle in transition, spins on Harper. Slips the ball to Hartenstein up top, straight away to McCain, firing an angle left three-pointer that's up way off. Good contest by Castle, rebound by Vassell. Devin Vassell has 2 boards and outlets up the middle to Harper. 22-21 Thunder, 1:40 left in the opening quarter. Cornett screens Dub. Harper recovered on by Dub, slides right into the paint, elevates and fades. 10-foot jumper is going to be an air ball, but a foul coming on Jalen Williams. All I'm going to say right now is call it both ways. If you're going to call these fouls on the Thunder, how are they in 0 free throws attempted on the night? J-Dub called for the personal there. I'm not sure the Thunder don't challenge that. I don't think they will this early in the game, but there is marginal, if any, contact on that play, and Jalen Williams now has 2 fouls. Dylan Harper goes to the line. His team is down by 1, 22-21. That is a bogus call in the Western Conference Finals. Harper to the stripe. The lefty out of Rutgers has the first one roll in and tie the game at 22 apiece. The difference in game 1 is foul shots attempted. The Spurs will have tried 9 after this sequence. The Thunder none. Mitchell out, SGA back in for Oklahoma City. Wembanyama returns after the Spurs hemorrhaged inside, allowing the Thunder big time gallops to the bucket. It's 22-all though with 1:34 left in the first. Spurs winning the rebounding battle 13-10. 5-3 Thunder and assist. The difference is foul shooting. Harper's second is up for the lead. It's good. So Dylan Harper cashed in more generosity by the 3 blind mice calling this game. It's 23-22 Spurs. Dub stays in with 2 fouls. On the handle, played by Kelvin Johnson, widens out right. Spurs go matchup zone. Jay Will is in, handling up top. Deferring on the dribble weave to SGA. Straightening up on Johnson, driving. Kicking out of traffic, right wing Wallace up with a 3 for the lead. It's online, count it. Cha-ching at Thunder money ball. Queso rattles it down. Shooting the 3 brilliantly lately. It's 25-23 Thunder. Flow now to the Thunder offense as SGA has 3 of their 6 assists. And OKC's back up a bucket, seeking a stop. A minute left in the first, a 1-4 set deployed by the Spurs. Harper handles out front. Slides right, now left in the lane, spins to the rim, floats it up left-handed, no good. Rebound tipped by Wembanyama, ties the game at 25 apiece. Thunder allowing the Spurs their third and fourth second chance points, and Wembanyama has all four. He's got 6 on the night, 25 all. 45 seconds left in the first. SJ headmans a 1-4 set for the Thunder. Mark Daignault calls to play off the bench, 10 to shoot. Ball comes right corner for a rainbow three by Dub. That's no good. And a vacant lot. Wow. Wembanyama snags the rebound, his 5th. Spurs seek the lead, a difference of 11. Game to shot clock, winding down what's been a back-and-forth first quarter. It's featured 3 lead changes, 2 ties. McCain is on Harper, yo-yoing the bounce at the Thunder logo. Vassell screens high right. McCain stays on Harper, 5 to shoot. Dillon down the lane, lays it up left-handed, lays it home, way too easy. 27-25 San Antonio. Dylan Harper continues to blossom. He's got 4, including 2 free throws. Thunder down 2, 10 seconds left in the quarter. Shea is double, gives it up to Dub. Working the angle left dribble with 5 seconds. Crossing over, ducking right, behind the back dribbling, pump fakes. Hit by Johnson, goes to the free throw line. As Keldon Johnson about the head and shoulder movement by Jalen Williams. And the Thunder will attempt their first 2 free throws of this series with 2.7 seconds left in the opening quarter. If Dub is good on both, the game will be tied with that amount of time left before we get to the second. Thunder about shot the Spurs, making 3 more field goals than San Antonio. The same number of threes, but the Spurs are 8 of 9 foul shooting. Oklahoma City attempting its first 2 free throws right now with Dub at the stripe. Jalen playing on his 3rd playoff game, knocks down the first. Now 6 of 8 in the 3 games he's played in postseason. Champagnie and Castle return. Harrison Barnes and Keldon Johnson exit for San Antonio as Hartenstein is in for the possibility of an offensive rebound. Caruso returns as well, joining Dub, SGA, and Cason Wallace. 2.7 left in the opening quarter. Thunder looking to forge a tie. Dub in the 2 games he played in the playoffs, hitting 61% of his shots, averaging 20.5, has 9 to lead the Thunder tonight. He ties the game with 2 successful free throws. It's 27 all. 2.7 left. Harper to trigger in the backcourt. Castle's picked up by Wallace. Stephon has it 70 feet away, 1 second. Crossing over, lost the ball. Wallace steals it, fires at the buzzer, a long angle left. 40-foot three-pointer that's no good, wide right. 27 all. OKC comes up with 5 turnovers from the Spurs in the opening quarter. That helps mitigate against San Antonio going to the foul line 9 times to 2 for the Thunder. In the first quarter, that's deadlock going to the second at 27 apiece in game 1 of this Western Conference best of 7. We'll get to the second quarter next. This is Thunder basketball.
Thunder basketball is presented by Devon Energy, founding partner of the Oklahoma City Thunder, and Midburst Bank, the official bank of the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Welcome back inside Paycom Center. Jalen Williams, 10 points and 3 rebounds just in the last 6 minutes of the first quarter. Oklahoma City still trailing on the glass 15-10, but they lead the Spurs in fast break opportunities 8-0. Here's Matt Pinto.
Playoff Central, your home for playoff action. Shop exclusive drops, plan your watch zone, and stay up to date on events across OKC. Put playoffs in the palm of your hand. Head to OKCThunder.com/playoffs central for more information. Tell my son all the time, he's a junior playing high school baseball. The strike zone that day is what the home plate umpire decides it is. It's the same in the NBA. A foul is what the refs determine it is. OKC's got to adjust to the way this game's being called. They were called for a pair of fouls each by Dub and Mitchell, as they've been whistled 7 times to the Spurs, 3 personal fouls thus far. That's resulted in the Spurs taking 9 foul shots in this game, the Thunder 2, and that's why it's tied at 27. Payson Wallace, Aaron Wiggins for the first time in this series, Alex Caruso, SGA, Jay Will are the 5 for the Thunder who have the ball to begin second quarter against Dylan Harper, Victor Wembanyama, Keldon Johnson, Carter Bryant, the rookie out of Arizona, along with Justin Champagnie. Caruso left wing. Dribbles and looks to Shea, lobbing on the wing. He's crowded by Harper, doubled by Wemby up the sideline to Wiggins. Pump fakes. Zips the pass to Caruso, right wing Wallace open. Snaps off a 3 that's no good. Wembanyama has a miss. Thunder are 3 of 11 on 3-pointers. As the Thunder bench excelled that first quarter, accounting for 15 of their 27 points. 20 coming from the tandem of Dub and Caruso with 10 each. Harper dances out front, right wing to Champagnie, back to Harper. Grinding right on Wiggins, kicks in the corner to Keldon Johnson open. The rainbow 3 is an air ball. Overshooting the rim completely. Wallace rebounds the miss. Fair catching it up the right side to SGA. Shea crowded by Champagnie off the right flank. Drives to the baseline. Wembanyama provides a shadow double. The swing comes to Castle, left corner Wiggins. Comes baseline, shovels right corner Caruso open. Rains a 3 that's up and way off. Wembanyama has a miss as OKC is being enticed to shoot threes and is not doing a great job knocking them down as yet. 3 of 12 on the night. Tied at 27, a minute 5 gone by in the second. Spur offense is sputtering as well at 36%, 3 of 11 from distance. Harper grinds right on Caruso behind the back dribbling, runs into his own man, picks up the bounce. Sets up Carter Bryant 3 to shoot. He bombs a long angle right 3-pointer that's online, no good. He back rimmed it. Running down the rebound, Wallace. Case into the middle. Corner left Wiggins. He's up a 3 for the lead. It's online but short. Another great look, but wouldn't go. Wembanyama snags his 8th rebound already, as neither side has struck yet in the quarter. Minute 30 gone by. Wiggins is on Harper. Dylan, an angular rookie at 6'6". Straight away, Johnson back to Harper, back to Johnson. Open, strokes a 3 straight away. It's online and in there. Keldon Johnson, unguarded, makes his second 3-pointer of the night. San Antonio 1 up on the Thunder in 3-pointers made, leads 30-27, scoring the only 3 thus far in the second quarter. SGA, grinding left. Straightened up by Champagnie, drives left, pulls up, strokes a 16-foot jumper that's short, but he's fouled on the arm by Champagnie. Finally gets a whistle. John Goebel blows it, and SGA goes to the free throw line for the first time in this series. He's made 1 of 4 shots. It's clear both teams are committed to collapse the paint. Neither wants the other getting freedom inside. Thunder, a good job disrupting San Antonio's offense, taking the ball away 5 times for 7 points, but Shea's first foul shot is good. They're not doing a great job knocking down open available perimeter shots thus far tonight. They've made 43% of their threes the 5 games running up to this series, but tonight they're 3 of 13 from beyond the arc. Shea with the second. Looks good and is. The chance of MVP, he has 4, and Oklahoma City's down 1, 30-29. 4 lead changes, 3 ties. Speckle this one thus far tonight. Game 1 of this best of 7 is Harper, picked up by Wallace. Gingerly crossing the timeline on the handle, gets a Champagnie pick. Wiggins jumps out at Harper, who gives it up. Slot right, Champagnie open. Long angle right 3-pointer is off. Rebound tumbles off the back iron, tipped out front. Champagnie reels it in. Carter Bryant back tapped. Left wing to Harper. Pass faking. Got away with the travel. Zips into the paint. Swallowed up. Finds Carter open. Left wing 3 unguarded is up and good. Carter Bryant makes an open 3-pointer. And the Thunder are not getting to perimeter shooters for the Spurs and have fallen back by 4, 33-29. Carter Bryant's been good from distance. Left corner Wiggins open. Strokes a 3 over the on-rushing Champagnie, can't convert. Loose ball Harper. Aaron Wiggins has yet to score since entering. The Thunder now are 3 of 14 from beyond the arc. Wembanyama blasting down the lane. Kicks right wing Harper wide open. His 3 is good. And San Antonio extends the lead thanks to 3 threes in the quarter wide open to a 7-point bulge at 36-29. Many felt the team that shot three-pointers better in this series would emerge victorious. Right now, that's San Antonio. They've knocked down 3 more threes than the Thunder on the night and have a 7-point lead as a result, matching their 7-0 start to this game, up 36-29 a first stoppage of the second quarter, 9:09 left till the half. This is Thunder basketball.
Welcome back inside Paycom Center. Oklahoma City's already gone 11 deep in their rotation. They've outscored the Spurs 15-9 in terms of bench points, but the Spurs up in second chance points 7-2. It's helped them grab a lead here in the second quarter. Here's Matt Pinto.
Grab your crew and get in the game. Thunder Playoff Basketball is always on at Thunder Watch Zones and Bar Networks, presented by Michelob Ultra. Find a watch zone near you at okcthunder.com/bar network. Spurs answering the call thus far on the road to begin this series. They've dazzled in the second quarter by making 3 3-pointers, outscoring the Thunder 9-2 to begin the frame to establish a lead of 7. Well, they've made 6 of 16 threes, 38%, right at what they've averaged in the playoffs. Thunder are well below what they've averaged in postseason at 38% from distance, 3 of 14 thus far on the night. Points in the paint, close. Thunder 14, the Spurs 10. Second chance points heavily to San Antonio, 7-2. And in a game that's featured 4 lead changes, 3 ties, Thunder find themselves down by 7. They've never trailed in this postseason run by any more than 9, and that was earlier tonight. They were down 12-3 to begin this game. They recovered, led by as many as 4, but since that time, here in the second, the Spurs have shut them down on the offensive end. Thunder's only 2 points in the quarter have come with SGA at the foul line, knocking down 2 free throws. It remains Jay Will, Cason Wallace, SGA. Aaron Wiggins playing, I think, in part because A.J. Mitchell has 2 fouls in this game, along with Alex Caruso off the timeout. Champagnie escorts Wiggins across the timeline on the handle. Nothing coming easily for the Thunder offense. Caruso fed high post left, shadowed by Wembanyama. Shea now giving the ball between the rings, 10 to shoot. Draws 2, steps back. Behind the back dribbles. Corner left finds Wiggins, pump fakes. Freeing, firing, a corner 3 up. No good, he's 0 of 3 with wide open looks. Wembanyama has the rebound as OKC is 3 of 15 from beyond the arc. Front court, Harper navigates against Wallace. Gets a high screen from Carter Bryant, gives it up to Bryant. Left wing on the dribble weave to Keldon Johnson, 8 to shoot. Johnson shadowed by Wiggins, between the rings to Harper. 5 to shoot. Jumped at by Caruso, the rookie. Crossing over, snaking right. Lost his balance, pulls up, fires, and missed a 12-footer in and out. Jay Will clears, back come the Thunder. Points tough to come by from the Thunder in the half court. SGA roaming right on Champagnie. Double. Kicks to Wallace, open. The left wing 3 is on the way, no good. That's the shot that's available. Thunder are not making it right now. That's why they're down 7. Champagnie rebounds a miss. Front court, Wembanyama blasts in Caruso. A blocking foul coming on Alex Caruso. 8:03 left in the quarter as Mark Dagnall indicates, and he's right, Wembanyama clearly traveled before contact. But the whistles are definitively going the Spurs' way thus far in game one. Wiggins out, McCain back in. That could be a substitution that is pivotal to the Thunder chances of winning game one. McCain, a knockdown three-point shooter. In fact, coming in the fourth best in the playoffs at 54% from distance overall. Holmgren returns, sitting down Jay Will for the Thunder. As Harper exits for the Spurs, Devin Vassell replaces him. 17 on the shot clock, 8:03 left in the quarter. All Spurs in the second. They're up 7 off the inbound. Wallace steals the inbound pass, stepping in front of Castle, and Kaysen says challenge that possession call. It last hit San Antonio. I don't know. The Thunder won't challenge it. Off the inbound, Wembanyama steps out front and handles. 40 feet away, Caruso on him. Gives it up to Johnson. Pounding the dribble on McCain. Off the stutter step. Powers to the baseline, lays it up. It rolls off, but Wembanyama's there on the follow flush. San Antonio matching its largest lead of 9 at 38-29, scoring 8 straight. Wembanyama's got 9 rebounds and 8 points, 10 rebounds and 8 points, and the Spurs are up 9. Shea at midcourt, grinds by Carter Bryant, drives and kicks to Caruso wide open, strokes a 3 straight away and rattles it down. Cha-ching, that's his third money ball tonight. He's got 13 points to face Oklahoma City. And the Thunder over within 6 seeking to stop. Castle back in.
Caruso.
Guarded by Wallace, doubled by McCain. Skips up the right sideline, draws the double, dumps it inside to Wembanyama to the rim for the easy dunk. There was no convergence on Wemby inside that time. He's got a double-double in the first half, 10 points, 10 rebounds, as Carter Bryant blasts Shea Gilgeous-Alexander off the inbound pass and is called for a foul that the Spurs could care less about. It's only their second in the quarter, no repercussion, looking to wear Shea down. Johnson and Bryant will double team Shea, so the ball comes in instead to McCain up the right side to Wallace. Kaysen, cross court left to Caruso. Pump fakes, drives by Wemby down the lane, lays it up, no good. Tip followed by Holmgren, no good. Chet is scoreless. Back comes Castle up the left side to Vassell, pulls up, jump passing to the trailing Carter Bryant. Retreats. 5 minutes into the quarter, Thunder offense wallowing, they're down 8. Castle behind a pick by Wemby. Navigates to the right wing, a step on Wallace. Drives him from behind, Wallace probed the ball away. It's knocked off the body of Castle out of bounds to the Thunder. OKC gets it back with 6:53 left in the quarter. As Wallace will get it into SGA, who is catching his breath. He's been held to 4 points thus far in game one. This time it's Carter Bryant on him. SGA slices left, splits defenders, kicks it out right wing to Caruso. Tees up another rainbow 3. That one is in there. Cha-ching, a Thunder money ball. Thankfully, AC's got that radar locked in. He's made 4 of the Thunder's 5 threes. He has 16 points. The Thunder riding his long-range marksmanship back to within 5 at 40-35. Castle trying to shake Wallace. Stephon yo-yos and dances baseline with a step. Jump passing out front to Vassell. Open, the angle right 3 is short. Loose ball fought for. McCain grabs it over Wembanyama. Feeds behind him to Shea. The ball rolls to midcourt, deflected. Holmgren reels it in. Chet yet to score in game one. Shea dancing and dashing, driving left. Lost the ball from behind. It's poked away by Carter Bryant. That's the Thunder's 3rd turnover. Spurs coming up with the answers, up 5. Left corner, Keldon Johnson plows across the lane, scoops and scores easily as he just blasted by Jared McCain. Spurs outscoring the Thunder inside 16-14, taking the fight to the reigning champs up 7. Caruso right wing. Fakes the 3. Wembanyama jumps at him as the ball comes to Shea. Working the angle right. Comes to midcourt on a deflection. Drives to the wing on Bryant. In the corner finds Caruso open again. The rainbow 3-pointer. No good. He back rimmed it. Rebound fought for. Caruso tips it. It's off the hand of Vassell. Tried to save it. Shea fights for it. It's off the hand of Carter Bryant. And it goes to the Thunder. Excellent hustle by everybody involved. The Thunder have got to find a way to sustain offense, and it's not been evident thus far in this game. They've shot only 39% from the field and 5 of 19 on threes. They've been outscored in the paint 16-14 by San Antonio, and as a result, the Spurs lead by 7, 42-35. Wembanyama out, Luke Cornett back in. Cornett helped the Celtics to the 2024 NBA title. A.J. Mitchell returns scoreless. He's got 2 fouls as well. It's Dub, Hartenstein, McCain, Holmgren, and Mitchell. Mitchell inbounds. Thunder are 2 of 10 in the quarter. As Dub is pinned on the left wing by Harper. Out front to McCain. Near midcourt, Mitchell striding to the baseline. Pulls up, pump fakes. Castle recovers, 3 to shoot. Right corner, McCain drives and throws it away. Harper the steal in the backcourt to Castle. Another busted Thunder possession. OKC defends down 7. Castle tripped up, lost the ball. McCain dives to take it away, but Castle gets it back in the backcourt. 12 to shoot. Castle top of the key. Whips the ball inside to Cornett, spinning on Hartenstein, who blocks his layup. It's out of bounds to the The Spurs 8 on the shot clock. Excellent hustle by the Thunder. They're scrambling to stay in it despite their fits and starts offensively. 8 to shoot, 5:07 left in what has been a treacherous second quarter for the Thunder offense. They managed only 8 points. They've been outscored by San Antonio by 7 after it was deadlocked after 1. Harper to trigger underneath. Gillen giving the ball looks. Lobs up the sideline, Cornette. Bad pass, Cornette tried to save it. Does. Barnes has it, pump fakes, lays it up, and blows the layup. Holmgren has the miss, galloping back at 7-1. Crossing over, snaking baseline, spinning in the paint. Jump pass left wing, McCain open. Rainbow 3 by Jared is no good. The struggles continue for the Thunder from distance. They're 5 of 20. 1 and done as Cornette snags the miss. On the handle, Harper behind the back dribbles away from McCain, frees at the foul line, now ducks down the lane. Hartenstein on him on a switch. Harper up the sideline, sets up Barnes, gets it back in the slot against Hartenstein. Dances behind the back dribbling, snakes to the baseline, pump fakes, takes it up. Hartenstein blocks that shot, his second rejection in the quarter. McCain on the loose ball, giving to Dub. Down the lane, Holmgren to the rim, fouled hard by Cornette, blasted into the stanchion, got hit in the face by Cornette as Hartenstein lets Cornette know, we're not having that in our house. That's got to be a flagrant foul. Penalty 1 on Luke Cornette. Cornette says, I tried to play the ball. And now the refs are interceding. Holmgren is down holding his face. Chet had a dunk, and Cornette made a dirty play, knocking him down into the stanchion with a blow to the upper body well above the shoulders. 42-35, the Thunder battling back down 7, 4:26 left in the second quarter. As I think they're going to replay here to determine if there was something excessive in the force that Cornette brought challenging the shot.
The ruling on the floor is a defensive foul on Cornette. The play is being reviewed to see if it meets the criteria for a flagrant foul.
So the Spurs have established the defensive tenor they've shown throughout the course of the playoffs, and I'm not sure that's going to be a flagrant. Unfortunately, Chet got hit in the left arm, and then that blow moved forward to his face area. He was down holding his face. This will be interesting. There is wind-up, and I think follow-through. That could be a flagrant. It comes down to how it's viewed downstairs by Zach
He was
Zarba
slapping
and
at
John
the
Goble on
basketball.
headset with aid from Secaucus.
Pretty obvious he was going for the ball.
This series could be
Not
as
a
simple
flagrant.
as saying, can the Thunder make consistently three-point shots? Because it's clear the Spurs are not looking to allow them anything on the interior. OKC is 2 of 11 shooting in the quarter with 2 turnovers. The Spurs are not giving the ball up in the quarter. And OKC's made only 2 of 10 threes in the quarter and 5 of 20 threes on the night. So it's 2 free throws for Chet at minimum, as Hartenstein went to Luke Cornette and just let him know, we're not having that. Play the game cleanly. That's the Spurs' 3rd team foul in the quarter. Oklahoma City has 1. As overhead, it shows Cornette really didn't go for the ball. He went for the arm of Holmgren and slapped. And in following that initial slap, he hit the face of Chet Holmgren. Here's a determination, or shortly, by Zach Zarba. He was off headset. Now he's back on. Holmgren's okay, and his
He went for the arm that was holding the basketball
in this first game. He averaged only 10.5 a game against the Spurs in the 4 he played in the regular season on 38% shooting. Here's Zach Zarba.
The initial contact by Cornette is to the arm of Holmgren. It then glances off the arm onto the chin. It does not rise to the level of a flagrant foul. Common foul stands.
So Chet to the line to shoot 2. 7-point game, 4:26 left to play in quarter number 2.
Maybe that'll get him going.
4 foul shooting.
Come on,
the Spurs
Chet.
are 8 of 9 in game 1.
Do something.
The Spurs have not sustained offense from the field. They're 14 of 37, 37%, but they've made, to this point, 1 more 3 than the Thunder and have made 5 more free throws to lead by 7. Holmgren looks to get on the board. He's been brilliant in the playoffs, averaging close to 19 points a game, better than 9 rebounds, and blocked 1.8 shots. Not a big factor as yet in game 1 of this series. Chet eyes the rim, bends his knees, dips, shoots, and swishes. Under 5 of 5 from the foul line. The Spurs are 8 of 9. Sometimes you get into flow and rhythm, get into the free throw line, which Chet just did. Thunder down 6 despite not playing well offensively at all as yet in game 1. Holmgren readies with his second. The crowd quiets. Out of his right hand, looks good and is. Holmgren gets his first 2 as Cornette stays in the game despite that vicious foul. It's 42-37. Spurs by 5 in a game they've led the majority of by as many as 9. Cornette high post right handles. Hartenstein plays off. Luke dribbles and defers to Vassell. Vassell spinning on Mitchell. Elevates and fires from the foul line and drills a 16-foot jumper. Devin Vassell's first bucket comes with 4:14 left in the second quarter and extends the Spur lead back to 7. Well done off mid-range. Dub handles out front. crowded by Vassell. Crosses over, ducks right, across his body, banks it up, no good. Thought he was fouled, no whistle. That was a flail of a shot. Champagny clears, giving to Castle. Dancing on Dub, blasting right across his body, floats it up errantly. Rebound Hartenstein up the right side. McCain one-on-one on Champagny to the trailing Dub. To the rim, lays it up and lays it in. Great job by the Thunder in transition. Dub wanted a foul call, no whistle. OKC back within 5 as Dub has a dozen. Castle spins on Mitchell with a step. Driving and kicking in the corner, deflected by Dub, taken by McCain. Excellent defense. Jared to the middle, down the lane, to the rim, lays it up with the right hand, scoop and scores it. Ran down the back of Cornet. Thunder have run to 4 straight and pulled within 3, 44-41. Loud City, robust now. Timeout Spurs. .330 left. Jared McCain didn't play a single of the 5 games between these two in the regular season. Acquired the day of their last game in San Antonio. He's got 4 off the bench with 2 rebounds and an assist, fueling the crowd. And the Thunder to within 3 after trailing by 9 with 3:30 left in the second quarter of Game 1. This is Thunder basketball.
Which is now in place. The Cleveland Cavaliers defeated Detroit in 7 games, capping it off with a blowout road win in that final game. Meanwhile, the Knicks been resting for several days after sweeping Philadelphia. Game 1, Cavaliers versus Knicks, is tomorrow night. Here's Matt Pinto.
Getting thanks. Match your playoff energy with fresh Thunder gear. The official Thunder shop has fits for every fan. Shop at the Paycom Center in downtown Oklahoma City or at okcthunder.com/shop. Thunder bench has been pivotal to their 64-win regular season success and all 8 of their playoff wins entering this matchup in Game 1 of the Western Finals, and is showing up big again tonight. Alex Caruso draining 16 points on 4 3-pointers. Jared McCain's got 4 in reserve, and Cason Wallace has made a 3. Thunder reserves outscoring San Antonio subs 23-11, and OKC fueling the running game with 6 takeaways, 5 steals on the night, 4 block shots. They're out running the Spurs 12-0 in fast break tallies. The battle back from 9 behind to within 3 with 3:30 left between now and halftime. Which way does the scoreboard tilt from this point? Thunder have a bit of momentum right now as the Spurs have the ball with Champagny, Castle, Vassell, Dylan Harper, and Victor Wembanyama, opposed by Chet Holmgren, Cason Wallace, A.J. Mitchell, J-Dub, and SGA. Lifted high right, Harper. Slides left, can't surge by Mitchell, doubled by Dub. Gives it up between the rings of Vassell. Left corner, Champagny, closed out by Wallace. Drifts to the wing, corner left to Castle, 5 to shoot, challenging Holmgren. Steps back, cranks a rainbow 3-pointer that's online, in and out, no good. Rebound deflected away from Wemby by Mitchell. Run down by Wallace. A 3 would tie, Dub, front court. Working the left side angle on the dribble weave to SJ from the flank. Ducking right. Steps back, fires. Fadeaway 17-foot stroke is long. He back rimmed it. Long rebound tumbles off the heel to Harper as SJ is 1 of 5 in the game. Castle right wing played by Holmgren with a switch. Stefan pounds the ball, comes out front. Wemby wants it, guarded by Dub. Off the right side, gets it. Lifted high. Bangs backing down, Trav dribbling. Across the lane goes lefty and flips up and in a 5-footer. Plenty of space to work with there. He's got a dozen points. And before halftime double-double of 12 points and 10 rebounds in game one. Worked the defense well that time. The Spurs are back up 5, 46-41. Thunder struggling to score. Mitchell, right corner. Ball swung near Dub now near midcourt. Jalen to the baseline. Jump stops. Gives it up corner right to Mitchell and throws it away. Champagny the steal. Feeding Wemby front court. Wembanyama front court. Down speeds to the trailing Castle. Driving down the back of Holmgren. Lost the ball. Shea's got it. 2-on-1 with Wallace. Wembanyama back. Shea. Shovel right corner Wallace to the wing Mitchell. Drives to the baseline. Leans in. Floats a runner. No good from 12. He's still scoreless in game one. Champagny clears. OKC is shooting well under 40% on the night and trailing 46-41, managing 14 second quarter points. Harper dancing back of a Wembanyama pick. Working 30 feet straight away. Grinding right, a step on Shea. In the paint, contained. Corner right, Castle lobbing low to Wemby. Backing Dub. Comes to the rim and dunks with the right hand as he scored twice inside now emphatically. And the Spurs extend to a 7-point lead at 48-41. 1:28 left till halftime. San Antonio has dominated game one thus far, up by as many as 9. SGA slot left, Castle on him. Grinds and kicks right wing to Wallace. Drives to the paint, bounce feeds baseline to Dub. Won't challenge Wembanyama, drifts to the wing. Dashes right, now he challenges, lays it up on the run, it rolls off. Holmgren fights for the rebound, can't contain it, Wallace has it, low left to check. Swiped out by Champagny, left corner to Wallace. Tees up a 3 that's no good. Offside rebound snagged by the Spurs as they come back. Harper, one-on-one on Dub. Probes, hits the trailing Vassell, leans in, launches. A straightaway three-pointer that's good, and the Spurs have their first double-digit lead of the night. 51-41, running off 7 straight. This is the first time the Thunder have been down double digits in this playoff run, in which they've won all 8. Shea double, lobs to Dub, left corner Holmgren. Tees up a rainbow 3 unguarded. It's online and in there. Cha-ching, that's Thunder money ball number 6 of the night, and pulls OKC within 7 with 40 seconds left to play in the opening half. Vassell walks at front court. Spurs have made 7 threes, the Thunder 6 in game one. San Antonio more frequent visitor to the foul line to lead by 7, 51-44. Castle, 40 feet away.
Not quite sure what just happened.
Free throw line. Rebound snagged by Mitchell, fouled in the backcourt on a reach in by Harper with 16.1 left. Now that's a foul the Spurs have to give as they've just not been called for fouls in this game. Now the Thunder have got to work it across the timeline with 16.1 left in the half. Shot clock off. Isaiah Joe and Jared McCain in for shooting. Sitting down, scoreless A.J. Mitchell and Cason Wallace. Gilgeous-Alexander remains in. He's been limited to 4 first-half points on 1 of 5 shooting. Wembanyama has 14, Castle 11 for the Spurs. Thunder led by Dub with 12 and Caruso 16. Shea against a 2-3 zone. Doubled. Down speeds to Dub on the left side perimeter. 5 to shoot, crossing over, snaking right. Elevates and fades. 17-foot jumper on the way in and out. Rebound tipped by Holmgren, no good. On the follow, knocks it in, but it comes after the horn. And the Spurs head to the locker room in game one of the Western Finals, up by 7, 51-44 over the Thunder. Halftime coming. We get into that next. This is Thunder basketball.
the Oklahoma City Thunder halftime show with Gideon Hamilton and Matt Ravis. Now on the Oklahoma City Thunder Radio Network.
Welcome back inside Paycom Center. It's halftime of Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals. The San Antonio Spurs lead the Oklahoma City Thunder 51-44. I'm Gideon Hamilton along with Matt Ravis. And Matt, we're going to start off talking about the Spurs, not because they have the lead, but because they are dictating how this game is played, and Oklahoma City is trying to react to that. So we'll kind of tell that story. With San Antonio, you have a very difficult primary defender, bothersome defender on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. You have Victor Wembanyama, who's not really guarding anyone, whether he's assigned to Alex Caruso, who we'll talk about obviously coming up here in just a little bit, or another player. He is shadowing that matchup, and if they can veer into him to double or just veer into him to stop that offensive possession, that's what they're doing. That's why Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has 4 points on 1 of 5 shooting. And the other thing that is at issue is a couple of times that he hasn't done that, that they haven't gone into a shadow double. I think he feels it's a necessity to shoot on that possession no matter what, because he finally has space. But these guys played second for second in the first half, 1909 apiece, and I thought it was an outstanding strategy and implementation by San Antonio.
Well, it's been absolutely impossible for him to find a rhythm because of that. And so, he spent time guarding, quote-unquote, Isaiah Hartenstein as well. The Thunder have gotten some good looks out of that and have not been able to convince San Antonio to get out of that shell. So they just have the Thunder completely disruptive, and when the Thunder offense bogs down a little bit, whenever they're playing in a little bit of relative slow motion, that is when Wemby absolutely feasts. And so the Thunder have definitely played into their defensive game plan with the way that they played in the first half offensively.
And then you have him making an impact on the offensive glass. He already has 5 offensive rebounds, several of those leading directly to baskets. San Antonio was excellent in terms of their second chance points, 9-2 on Oklahoma City. That didn't completely negate what Oklahoma City has done on the break and scoring off of San Antonio turnovers. If that continues, Oklahoma City is going to get back into this game quickly, but that did help separate these two teams. Wembanyama, 14 points, 10 rebounds in the first half. So he was very impactful.
And you got the feeling it wasn't his best offensive game either. Like, there were some misses out there that he had that were very, very makeable. The problem is whenever he catches the ball 8 feet and in, it is an automatic basket most of the time. I think he missed 1 in that range. But, if he gets good positioning and you don't do your work early, he's going to hurt you in that regard. So, he was super impactful. And even though the Thunder did have some progress in the minutes that he did not play, the plus 15 was the highest in the game in the first half, and it definitely felt that way.
The other thing I want to point out that the Spurs did well, it's 29-20 officially in rebounding. I thought they rebounded the ball extremely well from the wing position, and they have guys that can do that with Harper and Castle, Vassell. Champagne's an excellent rebounder for his size. I thought they did that very well also, and that helped keep Oklahoma City's possessions at a minimum. We know how important that is. Dylan Harper, I thought, as being counted upon, there were a few times where he struggled with those moments. But again, he's 20 years old. Yeah. He's just learning this. This is a really difficult defense to go against. But I thought there were some openings that he missed, and I also thought there were times that he was bothered by Oklahoma City's defensive pressure. There's no shame in that, but that's something to pay attention to in the second half. But those two guards, Harper and Castle, when they were out on the floor, things went good for the Spurs.
Well, we got the news before this game that De'Aaron Fox was not going to play, and people rightly so said, okay, that's a big break for the Thunder, and it is in some ways, but this team just got a little bit better defensively. They got a little bit more athletic, a little bit bigger without De'Aaron Fox on the floor. So, Dylan Harper is about to play his second game ever, more than 30 minutes. At least he's on pace to. We're assuming he's going to break that mark in the first half. Castle, he is a handful, man. Like, he gets downfield or down court. I say downfield because he runs halfback dive basically every time, but it's so effective. It's difficult to stop, and also, moreover, not foul him while he is getting to the rim, and he was able to get to the free throw line a bunch off of that.
The drawback with Stephon, and it has always been this way, his shooting is better. He turns the ball over way too much. There was one time it wasn't his fault. Ball was hit out of his hands, and they missed that one, but still 5 turnovers and a couple of times went in without any clear direction. And again, when every possession is at a premium, you have to keep that stuff in mind.
No, and then the other team is going the other way with numbers, which we'll discuss here more in just a minute. But I thought one big number from this first half for the Spurs regarding Stephon Castle, 1 foul. 1 foul for Stephon Castle. He's a guy who plays very physically. He's a guy who can get into foul trouble at times. The fact that he has only committed 1 foul in this game bodes well for the Spurs.
Bench, a mixed bag. That Cornette Barnes lineup, those guys are so slow. I mean, if you can get any kind of pace going on the other end, that's a basket for Oklahoma City. I actually thought Carter Bryant had a couple of good decisions and some nice defensive minutes against Shai Gilgeous-Alexander as an initial full court defender. Also pulled the ball back when there was an opportunity to kind of go without numbers. So I thought he had some nice minutes in the first half. And Keldon Johnson knocked down a couple of threes. From San Antonio's perspective, what are some of the things that they're talking about right now? Because I'm sure they're anticipating some kind of adjustment to what they tried to implement in the first half.
I think a lot of what you did in that first half in terms of being aggressive, taking the fight to the Oklahoma City Thunder, their shot making was tremendous. The fact that the Thunder are only down 7, I think you feel like there are some different areas that you can improve in. One that I can look at right now is fast break points. The Thunder were plus 14 there, so need to do a better job of getting back in transition. Fewer turnovers. Those would be the 2 things that I would be talking about if I were in the halftime locker room.
All right, so San Antonio leads this one 51-44, despite the fact that they were only barely out of the 30s offensively. 41.9% shooting, and that's with a couple of late makes there. 7 of 19 from 3, 8 of 9 from the free throw line, but almost every single one of those came in the first quarter. That's something they need to try to go back to, even though this game was called very loosely in the second quarter. Coming up next, we'll talk about things from the Thunder perspective. What do they hope to do well to get back in this game and surge ahead and win Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals? That's when we return to Paycom Center. You're listening to Thunder Basketball.
It's your lucky day every day here at Riverwind Casino.
With nearly 3,000 of your favorite games.
Hedge your bets on the biggest wins and unbeatable entertainment.
Play your best hand yet on blackjack or roulette.
Get rewarded like the VIP you are when you use your wild card.
And enjoy the best food, drinks, and service in the Metro.
Win with the best.
And we'll see you at Riverwind.
What's better than a boomerang burger on a Monday? A half-price boomerang burger on a Monday. That's right. Classic burger you love is half price on Mondays. But don't worry, the burger may be half the price, but it's still full of flavor. Juicy, tender beef on a warm, soft bun, and made just the way you like it. Did I mention they're half price on Mondays? Boomerang Diner. It all starts here.
Welcome back inside Paycom Center. Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals. Gideon and Matt here with you. The Spurs lead at 51-44. Oklahoma City only 37% shooting in the first half, getting out rebounded by a big number. You love them turning defense into offense, as they always do. But this is, I think we'd all be surprised to know in the first half of Game 1, the bench has outscored the starters here.
Yeah, that is pretty crazy. I mean, and if I had told you, and A.J. Mitchell is one of these players off the bench, but I'll lump him in as well. If I had told you that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Chet Holmgren, and A.J. Mitchell combined for 9 points in the first half, the Spurs dictated largely the terms in the first half. How many points would you think the Thunder would be down by at half? You would think it's at least a double-digit deficit, but Alex Caruso has been a beneficiary of some of the defensive game plan we talked about regarding Wemby, but he's taken complete advantage, and he has been the only Thunder player who has consistently knocked down his open looks.
Yeah, this was, I think, the Christmas Day game where they just elected to not guard Alex. He was 1 of 8. I want to say something like that in
ended
that
up 2 of 12 from 3 in that game. Yeah,
and so this time he's knocking those down. Also being assertive, going to the rim. Jalen Williams in his return for the Thunder, I thought looked very good. 5 of 11 shooting. Missed that one there at the end, but 4 rebounds and really closed the first quarter strongly to help OKC get back into the game at that time.
Yeah, he's been so important. Again, that's another player you look at with Caruso where you wonder where the scoreboard would be if he did not have such a good impact. So both those guys, I think, especially when Wemby is off the floor, but even with Wemby on the floor, have made it a point to get to the rim and at least put pressure there, even if you're not putting a shot up.
So that being said, what are some of the objectives here in the second half? And the Thunder might lead this game in about a minute and a half. That's the way Oklahoma City, and they've been tremendous in third quarters this postseason as well. But what are they trying to do well here?
I'll start with the easiest, at least for me to say. Not necessarily easy to accomplish, but you got to hit your open shots. I mean, the Thunder have been afforded plenty of open opportunities. Aaron Wiggins had several vacant parking lot threes. There are a lot of players who had some wide open threes, even if I'm factoring out the ones that Lou Dort was dared to shoot. I thought the Thunder did not do a good job of cashing in on those, and I thought the Thunder could stand to be a whole lot more defensively connected than they were in the first half, allowing the Spurs far too much comfort on the offensive end. The ball pressure needs to amp up, and you have to find a way to get Shea and Chet and AJ, at least two of those three, into a rhythm.
Two Thunder players in double figures. Alex Caruso off the bench. He's got 16. Jalen Williams has 12. Victor Wembanyama, 14 points and 10 rebounds to lead the way for the Spurs, who lead this game by 7 at the break. Coming up next, Matt Pinto will have the call of the second half. You're listening to Thunder Basketball.
Mojo Nation, are you ready?
Here he comes. The platinum-selling cowboy, Cody Johnson. Saturday, August 8th at Paycom Center. Cody, country's heavy hitter.
At halftime, here with the call of the second half is Matt Pinto.
Solid starts to the first and second quarters separate these two teams, administered by the San Antonio Spurs. No sign of youth, no sign of cowering to the Brighton lights. They've led by as many as 10. The Thunder's largest lead was 3 in a first half that featured 4 lead changes, 3 ties. You look at the trio of Chet Holmgren, 5 points. SGA, a season low, 4 at the half. And A.J. Mitchell scoreless on the night. They're a combined 2 of 7, meaning 7 of the Thunder's 43 field goal attempts have come from 3 guys you'd feel like they've got to get actively involved to be productive offensively against San Antonio's outstanding defense. The end result of that trio combining for 9 is the Thunder down by 7 at the break against the Spurs in the opener of this best of 7. When the Thunder have not been able to run, and they have 14 fast break points, taking it away 8 times for 12 points, they've really been stuck in the mud offensively. 10 of 35 shooting, aside from 6 of 8 in transition. They're led in scoring by Alex Caruso off the bench. He's knocked down 4 threes, has 16, but the Thunder as a team are 6 of 22 from distance, 27%. San Antonio is led in scoring by Victor Wembanyama with 14. He has a 10-rebound double-double at halftime. He is plus 15 in the raw plus-minus in this game. Thunder subs back of Caruso 16, outscoring Spur reserves 23-11, but OKC's got a lot of work to do. In the minutes when Wembanyama's been on the floor, Thunder have been outscored by 15. When he's been off the floor, OKC has rallied to outscore the Spurs by 8. Can they find a way among starters to begin to generate more flow offensively? As San Antonio's done a really good job of bottling up the Thunder half-court attack, limiting the Thunder to a season-low 44 first-half points in Game 1. Thunder ball to begin the third. They'll shoot at the basket to my right with Chet Holmgren, Case, and Wallace. Lou Dort J-Dub and SGA starting. Hartenstein will come off the bench in the second half. It's Dylan Harper replacing the injured De'Aaron Fox in the starting lineup for the Spurs in game one, along with Stephon Castle, Julian Champagnie, Victor Wembanyama, and Devin Vassell. Shea out front, double team, pinned to the wing. Needs help. Not availing itself yet. Shea smothered by Vassell. 6 to shoot, throws it away. Harper the steal. Down the lane on Dub, lays it up left-handed and lays it in. So the Spurs cashed in a turnover, live ball variety, and extend the lead to 9. They've been up by as many as 10. SJ continues to struggle. Work to the left baseline, rises, fires, fade away behind the board from 17. Not close. Rebound Champagnie. Outletting left to Harper, 1-on-2, loses the ball. Dub tried to scrape it away, but it rolls to midcourt, scooped up by Champagnie. Spurs seek their largest lead as Castle plows right baseline, barging to the rim, floats it up, loses the ball, but it's swung left corner out of a cell for an open three that's off. Rebound fought for a claim by Champagnie. Feeding Harper down the lane dribbling. Left wing Champagnie scoops it up. 8 to shoot. Cross court right to Castle for a long wing 28-foot three that's short. Thunder fortunate to get the ball back as Wallace clears the miss. Front court Dub. OKC get the strike in the third, a minute in. Dub dancing. Contained by Vassell. Dashes baseline anyway. Elevates and fires. Fade away. 12-foot jumper goes, and he's hacked in the act by Castle. Closing from behind. So Dub remains a consistent source of Thunder success offensively and has returned to action after not playing since Game 2 against Phoenix in round 1. He has 14 points in 15 minutes on 6 of 12 shooting. Getting to his mid-range stroke. 53-46, OKC down 7, a minute 10 into the third quarter, but no sign of SGA finding rhythm and the Thunder freeing him as yet. We'll see if that changes in this second half. Dub bends his knees, dips, shoots, and swishes. OKC, the best foul shooting team in the playoffs, number 2 in the regular season, 7 of 7 in game 1. Down 2 possessions, 6 points. Castle across the timeline, hand check by Wallace. Stephon slaps the hand check away. Now Holmgren converges. Castle with a step. Jump passing left corner Harper. Pump fakes, drives by Dort. Sails the ball up top to the right corner now Vassell for an open three that's no good. Offside rebound run down by Holmgren on a skip pass by Champagnie. Gilgeous-Alexander, Fred. Comes to the left wing in transition, played by Harper. Swoops to the baseline, denied on a double. Shovel feeds Dort, out front Holmgren. Tees up an angle right three-pointer that's online. Count it! Cha-ching, Thunder money ball. Excellent ball movement out of the double team that swallowed up Shea. Thunder have scored 6 in a row and pull within 3, 53-50. Castle, back of a Wembanyama pick, drives away from it into the paint, in deep, jump stops on Holmgren, lays it up and lays it in. Chet left his feet way too early, allowing Castle to lay up his first bucket since the first quarter. He's got 13 now on the heels of Wembanyama for team-high scoring honors. Wemby has 14. Wallace driving left on Wembanyama. Nice screen set by Holmgren, allowing Queso the easy left-handed layup. OKC within 3 again, 55-52. Wallace has 5 in game 1. Castle and Wembanyama play the two-man game out front. Castle behind a screen by Wembanyama. Lob feed to Wemby at the foul line. Spins and shovels. Corner right, Champagnie up with a rainbow three. That's an air ball. Loose ball run down by SGA offside. A three with Ty. Shea picked up by Vassell. Grinding right. Off the stutter step. Crossing over, snaking right. Kicks in the corner to Dub. Closed out by Wembanyama. Blasting right to left cross lane. Finds Dort open. Left side angle three for the tie. Not close. Long rebound. Gathered by Wallace to the trailing Dub. Drives to the foul line. Sifts to the baseline. Wembanyama fouls him. Ball swung to Shea near midcourt with 7 on the shot clock. Shea crossing over on Vassell. Elevates and fires, fading right at the paint, off from 15 feet away. Had Dub wide open in the corner for a 3. Shea's now 1 of 7 tonight. Castle the rebound. Back come the Spurs up 3. 3 minutes into the third. Left wing Wembanyama doubled, finds Champagnie. Driving down the lane to the rim. Lays it up and in easily as he swoops inside away from Cason Wallace. 3 converged on Wembanyama, allowing the lane to open wide. 57-52 Spurs continue to come up with answers. Thunder at 38% shooting in game 1, 7 of 24 from 3. Harper all over SJ, finally comes to it at midcourt with 10 on the shot clock. Holmgren screens high right, Shea drives away from it. Gives it up right corner to Dort. Pump fakes free of Wembanyama, 5 to shoot up top to Dub. Down the lane, shovel feeds right corner, Shea open. Strokes a three-pointer that's online and in there. It's a Chinga Thunder money ball. Well done by Dub, penetrating and spraying it out. OKC within the basket, 57-55 as SGA has his first three-pointer of the night. As Wallace takes the ball from Castle, they fight to get it, and they tie each other up. And Wallace comes away with the ball, but they call a jump ball, or it's an 8 count against the Spurs. And Cason Wallace gives the Thunder the ball back. What a ball hawk he is. Thunder get it back. They can tie with a 2 or go in front with a 3. Outstanding on-ball defense by Queso. Led the league in steals in the regular season, led the league in deflections as well. 8:07 left in a wild third quarter. Oklahoma City ties with a two, goes in front with a three. Largest lead was 22-19 in the first. Shea double. Roaming out front. Champagny on him now straight away. Gilbert Alexander 30 feet from the bucket. Slides left, steps back, fires an angle left three for the lead. It's online short. Leaping rebound, Dort. Left flank to Dub, back in the corner, Dort. Sets his feet, squares his shoulders, and rainbows home a Trey Chachinga Thunder money ball. He laced it. Thunder by one. The crowd loves it. Timeout Spurs. First lead since 25-23 Thunder. That was with a minute 15 left in the opening quarter. Oklahoma City 58, San Antonio 57. A wild opener to this best-of-7 Western Conference Finals. 7:46 left in the third. Spurs call time. It will take. This is Thunder basketball.
Back inside Paycom Center, the Thunder erasing a 9-point deficit within the quarter due to three-point shooting. Oklahoma City 6 of 22 in the first half. They've already made half that many in the first 4 minutes and 14 seconds of this quarter. 3 of 5 from distance. The Spurs 0 of 4 from downtown since halftime. Here's Matt Pinto.
Vassar Hall during the playoffs is Thunder Hall, and your go-to spot to watch the playoffs. Watch your team on the big screen all postseason long with giveaways, great food, and more. Head to OKCThunder.com/Thunder Hall to learn more. Thunder spiking a 12-4 push with back-to-back trays, one by Shea, the other by Dort, and battling on the glass. They've got 5 offensive rebounds overall on the night now, as they've got 5 second chance points. Disrupting the Spur offense enough to take it away 9 times for 15 points, and they've gotten up 3 more shots than San Antonio now, limiting the Spurs to an 0-4 start from three-point range to begin the quarter, while knocking down 5 of 10 themselves, 3 of 5 from three-point range to lead by 1 as play resumes. And the 6th man, the best in the NBA, making its presence felt inside Paycom Center, as you hear. Cason Wallace was the strategic change by the Thunder. Wallace getting the start to begin the third quarter. Hartenstein comes off the bench following halftime, and Queso's got a couple of steals on the night. As the Spurs off the timeout have Harper working against Dort. Gives it up right wing to Castle, sizing up Wallace. Lobs inside, intended for Wemby, catching, missed the dunk, but he's fouled going up by SGA. So an excellently executed play off the stoppage, drawn up by Mitch Johnson. Wembanyama's yet to attempt a three, and attempted very few threes against the Thunder during the regular season as well. Gets to the free throw line where he's 2 of 2. He's scoreless in the quarter to this point, 7:33 showing in the third. But he's got 10 rebounds, not a block shot as yet in this game. Wembanyama goes to the line where he's 2 of 2 tonight. during the playoffs, hitting 84%. Spurs down 1, 4.5 gone by in the third quarter as Wembanyama bends his knees and arcs the first. It's up and good. Tying the game at 58. Our fourth tie of game one. There have been 5 lead changes as Carter Bryant, the rookie, checks in replacing a fellow rookie in Dylan Harper. Harper in his first playoff start has 9 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. Spurs out shooting the Thunder by a couple of percentage points, 42-40 from the floor. Thunder now made 1 more 3 than the Spurs on the night, converting only 33% of theirs while San Antonio's at 30%. Wembanyama looks to give the Spurs back the advantage. Very deliberate at the line, utilizing all 10 seconds allotted. His foul shot is up, good, and San Antonio leads off the stoppage, 59-58. Carter Bryant now attaches himself to SGA. Holmgren fed slot left, quiet offensively, giving the dub off the stutter step to the baseline. Sails the right corner to Holmgren, pump faking, drifts to the wing, slices left, jump stops and fades. 10-foot jumper on Wemby, barely grazed the rim. Champagny has the miss. The Spurs are back in business, up 1. Castle front court as Chet's 2 of 4 shooting. He's been limited to 8 points. Wembanyama up top on Holmgren to the foul line. Bullying his way, bounce feeds baseline to Bryant. Shovels out of traffic, Champagny wide open. The angle right 3 is online and good. Well done by the Spurs as they've scored 5 straight since the stoppage and go back up 62-58. Champagny, 2 of 6 on threes, has 8 points in the opener. Shea barrels down the lane, kicks on the right wing to Wallace. To the baseline, crossing over on Wemby. Deterred in the paint, gives it up. Wide left to Dub, who comes out front to survey with 8 to shoot. Jalen trying to go on Castle, feeds SGA between the rings, 5 to shoot. Splits defenders, kicks to Holmgren. Arcs a wing 3 that's elevated and an air ball by 2 feet. Dort fights for the rebound, but Bryant has it as the Spurs have shut the Thunder out since the stoppage, leading by 4. Castle down the lane, barging between defenders, is tied up, going up, and they call a foul on the Thunder. Zach Zarba calls a foul on the Thunder. Wallace and SGA converged, looked like capping the ball on the Castle drive. I'm not sure where there's a foul here, and I think the Thunder should challenge this. Castle traveled because Shea was on the basketball, no arm, no body. If the Thunder challenge this call, they win it, but I don't think they're going to this early in the game. 6:27 left in the third quarter. Castle with 13 points, 4 of 5 foul shooting. Sends the first free throw up and good. So the Spurs have now nailed 11 of 12 free throws. The Thunder are 7 of 7 in game 1, and San Antonio has scored the game's last 6 since calling a timeout. Wembanyama out, Luke Cornett in. Thunder have very little traction in sustained success offensively in game 1. Holmgren and Wallace check out. Hartenstein and McCain check in for the Thunder. 63-58 San Antonio. They're the underdog, the 2 seed against the top-seeded reigning champs, but the Spurs have played like the favorite thus far in game 1. Up by as many as 10. Caruso is on for the Thunder as well, as Castle arcs the free throw and knocks that down. So San Antonio's back up 6, scoring 7 straight. Gilgeous-Alexander pestered by Carter Bryant, the rookie from Arizona. Navigates behind a Hartenstein pick. Grinding left in the corner finds Dort. Plows into traffic. Jump passing corner right to Caruso. Closed out by Champagny near midcourt to McCain. 8 to shoot. Jared to the wing, behind the back dribbles. Jump stops and kicks to Caruso. 4 to shoot. To the baseline on the run to the trailing Hartenstein to the rim. He's fouled hard going up by the tandem of Champagny and Cornett. Well done deep in the shot clock on the dump pass by Caruso. There was 2 seconds left to shoot, and the Thunder got bogged down again with their half-court attack. They're really struggling to gain crispness and traction scoring the ball against a Spurs set defense in the opener. Hartenstein to the foul line, scoreless in game 1. He has 2 rebounds, 1 assist, and 2 blocks. The lefty bends his knees, arcs the free throw, and nails it. 64-59, that ends the drought as the Spurs had run off 7 straight prior to that connection from Ihart at the foul line. Dort out, Mitchell back in. AJ is scoreless tonight, hindered by 2 early fouls, coming off the bench for the first time in Dub's return as Hartenstein rattles in the second. He's shooting 84% from the foul line in the playoffs. Thunder down 4-64-60, establishing full court pressure. Castle picked up 80 feet away by Caruso, gets a screen from Champagny to spring across the timeline. Stephon Castle, the rookie of the year a season ago, has been excellent this season in the playoffs for the Spurs. High post left Cornett, giving to Keldon Johnson. Off the stutter step, can't surge by Mitchell, right wing to Castle. Slicing and spinning on Caruso. Jump stops, traveled, and it's called. Thank you. He slid his pivot foot again. Not the first time he's done it tonight. Stephon Castle is always charging, has 6 turnovers in game 1. So the Thunder taking advantage of him there. Gilgeous-Alexander stuck on 7 points in the opener after receiving the Kia NBA MVP for the 2nd straight season. See if the Thunder can get him going here late in the third quarter, down 4. Mitchell on the handle, played by Castle straight away. Shea screens. Mitchell behind it. Can't free from Bryant. Crosses over. Dances baseline and spins. Corner left to McCain. Open. Strokes a rainbow three that's online. Count it. Cha-ching it under money ball. Well done by Mitchell. Probing the defense. Jared McCain knocks down his first three-pointer of the series. He has
a good ball game.
And the Thunder now cozy up within one on a 5-0 blitz themselves at 64-63. Shea
we need more shot making.
Bryant got it back. Carter pinned. Shea all over him. 12 to shoot. Near midcourt, Johnson fed. Nearly went over him back. Shea guards him now. Johnson to the wing. Plows baseline, draws two, and steps out of bounds. OKC gets it back. The Spurs at times have shown their youth and did right there. Gilgeous-Alexander gets credit for forcing the issue and the Spurs into their 11th turnover of game one. Those have netted the Thunder 18 points. And OKC should snag the lead this trip if they're successful, with Dylan Harper replacing Stephon Castle, Julian Champagny, Luke Cornett, Carter Bryant, and Keldon Johnson. Otherwise, both sides have two team fouls to give. 5 minutes left in the third. Thunder down one. Mitchell back with the pick by McCain. Grinds left to the baseline on Harper. Can't free. Sets up McCain out front. Behind the back, dribbling into traffic. Coughs it up in congestion. Harper to the middle. Lays it up left-handed and lays it in transition. That was a tough move by McCain, trying to dribble through two defenders. And that brings a timeout call from Oklahoma City. Spurs 66, the Thunder 63, 4:44 left in the third of game one. This is Thunder basketball.
Definitely appreciate y'all hanging out with me. It's a good basketball game because no one's gotten over, more than 10 points, if that. Low scoring. We need more shot making. I'm not really understanding the lack of shot making in this particular playoff postseason. It's a lot of no shot making. I don't know. You know, I know it's part of the game, but I don't know. Anyway, Thunder, Spurs, tomorrow, Knicks. You know, Knicks been resting. Like my man Primitive said, on ice. Cavaliers. Should be a good series. Anyway, back to the ball game. Come on, guys, make a shot.
Welcome back inside Paycom Center. Winner of this series is going to play the winner of the Eastern Conference Finals, which is now set. The Cleveland Cavaliers defeated Detroit in 7 games, capping it off with a blowout road win in that final game. Meanwhile, the Knicks have been resting for several days after sweeping Philadelphia in the previous round. Game 1 of the Eastern Conference Finals is tomorrow night. Here's Matt Pinto.
Stay on top of all Thunder playoff action with updates sent right to your phone. Join playoffs text alerts for exclusive content, prizes, events, up-to-date information, and more. Text playoffs to 405-877-5558 to join. That's playoffs to 405-877-5558. With the Thunder battling on a night when they've had very little continuity and sustained offense when they're grinding in the half court, Spurs have the only 4 in transition in the third quarter, and after leading by 7 at the half, San Antonio's lead 3 as play is about to resume. The Spurs executing their game plan expertly. SGA held to 2 of 9 shooting and 7 points thus far in game 1. And the Thunder have been limited to 20 points in the paint, an average of more than 50 in the paint in the playoffs to this point. Spurs outscoring them 28-20 in the lane area and out-rebounding OKC 34-25 in game 1. Spurs have led the vast majority of this one by as many as 10. OKC's largest lead 3. J-Dub, A.J. Mitchell, Isaiah Hartenstein, Jared McCain, and Lou Dort deploy for the Thunder. Shea gets a rest. with 4:44 left in the third. Both sides have 2 team fouls to give before the penalty ensues, with Hartenstein inbounding in the backcourt against full court pressure. Mitchell cuts to the ball and gets it. AJ still scoreless on the night. Played by Harper, lefty on lefty. AJ, back of a pick by McCain. Nothing materializes. He gives it up top to Hartenstein, giving the dub. Driving in the lane, leans in. Floats a bank shot, no good from 12. Loose ball fought for as Cornette knocks down Hartenstein and grabs it without repercussion, giving to Harper 1-on-3. Dillon into the paint, challenging Mitchell anyway. Steps to the rim and lays it in. Too easy. Just bulldozing his way to the lane. Harper over Mitchell, and the Spurs lead by 5, 68-63. Harper in his first playoff start has 13 now.
Young
Mitchell
Harper.
Hops, 15-foot jumper straightaway drops. Hartenstein freed him in the lefty.
He might be starting for somebody else next year.
Success of game 1 for him comes in averaging during this postseason run nearly 19 a night. Thunder within 3, look for a stop. Cornette leaves it for Keldon Johnson with space. Driving right on Hartenstein, leans in. Scoops can't score, but Hartenstein fouled him going up. Too much space allowed Spur cutters at the most inopportune times tonight. And you have to credit San Antonio's execution. It's been better than the Thunder's has thus far in this game. Still a world of time. 3:54 left in the third quarter. But every time the Thunder seem to have momentum, San Antonio, to its credit, bows its back. That's why they lead game 1 by 3 as Keldon Johnson makes it a 4-point game, nailing the foul shot. San Antonio airtight at the foul line, 13 of 14, attempting 5 more than the Thunder. After this sequence, it will be 6. And right now, with Wembanyama out, Oklahoma City running in mud, down by 4. Down by 5 as Johnson hits both. Keldon Johnson off the bench. The 6th man of the year in the NBA has 10. He's the 4th Spur in double figures. Thunder have 2 of those, Dub with 15 and Caruso 16. Out front, Mitchell swirls, drives. Loses the ball, gets it back on the baseline. 10 to shoot, drifting to the wing. Into the paint on Vassell. Scoops a right-hand layup that he overshoots a rim on. He forced that shot. Rebound Cornette. Feeding Harper, probing the middle. Played by Dort, crosses him over. Spins. Contorts, can't free. Near midcourt, Vassell. The Spurs the ball on a 5-point lead with 3:25 left in the third with Wembanyama resting. Vassell with 8 to shoot. Challenges Mitchell, gets a screen for Cornette. Swooping right into traffic. Lost the ball. Mitchell takes it away. And AJ's foul by Vassell in the backcourt. Is that a foul that should be called a take foul by Vassell? Mitchell had a head of steam going the other way. Apparently only a common foul. Thunder have gotten no benefit from the whistleblowers in this game at all. They're down 5, getting it back off of their 12th takeaway that have netted them 18 points. Stephon Castle back in. Dylan Harper's going to stay in after the next stoppage. He's at the scorer's table. 3:10 left in the third. OKC down 5, down 7 at halftime. Hartenstein bounce pass backdoor to Dub to the rim for the 2-hand send down. Well done. They cleared out the backside, and Hartenstein threads the needle on his second assist. Dub up high down hard with his 16th and 17 points. That's tonight's Boomerang Diner boom of the game. Thunder within 3. Castle roaming right, back of a Cornette pick. Dort fights over it, bumps Castle, and the whistle ensues. Luguentz Dort picks up the personal foul, his second. 70-67 Spurs as Wembanyama, after a brief rest, is back on for San Antonio. 2:54 left in the third quarter. Thunder right at 40% shooting. The Spurs 5 percentage points better on the night as Cornette takes a seat. Scoreless on the night with 3 rebounds. Gilgeous-Alexander and Jay Will the answer off the Thunder bench as Mitchell and Hartenstein sit down. 16 to shoot. 2:54 left in the third. Spurs led by 7 at the half after the game was tied at the end of a quarter. Thunder led briefly by 1 earlier this frame, 4.5 in. Castle lobs inside to Wemby. Draws a double drop steps as Jay Will hatchets him going up. Wembanyama to the free throw line with 2:47 left in the third quarter. Jay Will came over, really never made a play on the ball, just took a foul. And Wembanyama, who's 4 of 4 from the foul line, gets there again. 70-67 San Antonio. Yeah, that's just a rake across the arm as Jay Will never attempted to swat the ball away. Spurs are 14 of 15 free throwing. Thunder not playing the disciplined defense they'll need to win this game as Wembanyama makes it 15 of 16. San Antonio 71, the Thunder 67. 2:47 left in the third quarter. Vassell is back in for the Spurs, joining Harper, Keldon Johnson, Stephon Castle, and Wembanyama free throwing. Victor at 14 at halftime, 3 cents. He has 1 rebound in the quarter, but his team is still up by 4 points. Thunder not making a whole lot of headway because the offense has been extremely sporadic tonight. Wembanyama readies for the second. Same deliberate delivery. It's up. No good. He back rimmed it. Jay Will high for the rebound. Knocked off the wall by Keldon Johnson. No whistle. Thunder maintain possession. J-Dub has it. Back of a Dort pick. Grinding down the lane on Wemby to the rim, lays it up left-handed and rolls it off. Didn't challenge Wemby with the body and missed the shot badly. Castle back quickly. Jump passing to Wemby in the lane. Spinning. Gives it up top to Vassell for an angle right three-pointer that's online but short. Wemby has a loose ball against Jay Will, reversing field. Lays it up on the run, hit the side of the board. Wemby got it back again, and he's fouled going up by SGA, and he pumps his fist in the air. He's dominated Oklahoma City inside throughout the entirety of this game, has the Spurs up 39-26 in rebounds, and by 4 on the scoreboard, 71-67. Foul on SGA is his second. Not been Shea's night for certain since he received the Kia NBA MVP for a second straight season. He's 2 of 9 shooting in game 1 for 7 points. Wembanyama, 5 of 6 from the line, gets 2 more here. OKC down 4 with 2:20 left in the third. Wembanyama's first is online and good. So the Spurs have now attempted double the number of free throws than the Thunder in game 1. OKC 9 of 9, San Antonio 16 of 18. Holmgren's had a quiet night, 2 of 5 shooting for 8. Mitchell a very quiet night off the bench with 2 points, and SGA has managed 7 against San Antonio's stout defense. That's a difference in the opener to this point, 72-67 Spurs. Wembanyama readies with a second, spins the ball in front of him, bends his knees, eyes the rim, dip, shoots, and rattles it in. Spurs by 6. Thunder led by 1 earlier this quarter, 58-57, but only for a brief instant. McCain, right wing, run off the line by Vassell, gives it up, high post right to Jay Will, near midcourt to SGA. Shea in a crowd, bodied by Keldon Johnson. Behind the back dribbles, mano a mano. Draws 2, kicks out right wing to McCain. 4 to shoot into the paint, steps away, fires, fadeaway 13-foot jumper short. Tip followed by Dub won't go. It's off his body out of bounds by Wembanyama after the initial miss. Shea is playing on the ball primarily all night and finding no traction. 73-67 Spurs. Harper drives by Dub, jump stops and spins, finds Vassell, who swings it, and drives baseline, pulls up and fades. 12-foot jumper is a beauty, and the Spurs are up 8. 75-67, reestablishing command in game 1. 1:39 left in the third. The Spurs won the opening tip. They'll have the ball to begin the fourth. Gilgeous-Alexander again, struggling to get by Castle. Working straight away on the dribble. Steps back, fires a contested angle left three-pointer is good. Credit Shea, tough shot, but that's not going to make a lot of money in the long haul. It's unsustainable. 75-70, the Thunder within 5 as Gilgeous-Alexander is now at 10 points. Harper sizes up Shea straight away in a 1-4 set. Wembanyama cuts left to right across the lane, wants it and gets it high post against Dort. And Luguentz Dort called for bodying Wemby. You can't breathe on him because he's going to fall. And he gets to the foul line for the 9th and 10th tries in the game as OKC's over the foul limit. Dort now has 3. 75-70 Spurs, and they are manipulating every aspect of game 1. And at the moment, they are the front runner to win and grab home court from Oklahoma City with still 13 minutes and 7 seconds left in the opener. Wembanyama, as the crowd groans, is back at the free throw line, attempting his 9th and 10th foul shots of the opener. Has 19 points, 13 rebounds, and 2 assists as he spins the ball in front of him at 84% in the playoffs. It's on the way, good. San Antonio by 6. Champagnie back in as the Spur bench is not as long as the Thunder's, but Mitch Johnson has done a really good job rotating the 8 that he's played. No De'Aaron Fox in game 1, sitting out with an ankle sprain for the Spurs, but you wouldn't know it. They've shown the way the majority of this night. 76-70 Spurs. 1:07 left to play third quarter. J-Dub back in for OKC, joining SGA, Caruso, Jay Will, and Lou Dort. Can the Thunder close the third strong and gain some momentum going to the fourth? We'll see. Wembanyama puts the Spurs back up 7, 77-70. Rugged night for the Thunder offense. Shea's on the handle, feeding right wing to Jay Will, driving and kicking into traffic. He throws it away, Harper the steal. Out in front, Champagnie, driving. Contained by Shea now, dumps it in the lane to Wembanyama, catching and lobbing. Behind the board, Castle, pump fakes Jay Will, gives it up right wing to Harper for an open rainbow three-pointer that's no good. This ball tipped out of bounds by Castle. It goes back to the Thunder with 44.9 left in the third quarter. OKC down 7, 77-70. Neither side has used a challenge yet as Gilgeous-Alexander stays on the ball. Played by Castle, grinding right. Contained by Wemby, corner right, Caruso up with another three-pointer. He nails on the night his 5th. Cha-ching at Thunder. Moneyball AC with the tray. 4-point game, 77-73 as he's come to the rescue offensively tonight. Picks up Castle across the timeline, does Caruso. Wemby runs interference. Caruso fights over it. Crowd rises as one at Paycom Center. 10 to shoot. Castle 40 feet away. Played by SJ on a switch. 7 to shoot. Now works left wing. 4 to shoot. Castle spins, elevates, jump passes, corner right for Vassell. Catch and shoot rainbow 3 is on the way. Good at the shot clock buzzer. 80-73 Spurs calling the Thunder bluff and answering the call with 8.5 left in the quarter. Thunder down 7. Vassell has 10. Caruso, left wing. Strokes a 3 that's online off the flank. In and out, no good at the buzzer. Thunder are down 7 going to the fourth. They were down 7 at halftime. Nothing gained since. 80-73 San Antonio bidding to steal game 1 on the road of the Western Finals. We'll get to the fourth quarter next. This is Thunder basketball. Level up your game this summer at Thunder Youth Basketball Camps presented by Simple Modern. Kids ages 6 to 16 across Oklahoma can learn new skills, compete, and have fun. Find a camp near you at okcthunder.com/summercamps. Thunder in a rare spot. First time in the playoffs. They've trailed after 3 quarters. Unbeaten coming into the Western Finals, but tonight playing catch-up the vast majority of it. Led 58-57 with 7:46 left in the third quarter on a Dort three-pointer. Since that timeout, scored by 8 by the Spurs, who take a 7-point lead to the fourth in a game where they have shown the way the vast majority of the night. They have hardly looked the part of a younger team, a less experienced team. Victor Wembanyama seeing to that with 21 points, 13 rebounds, 7 of which were offensive. He made 7 of 8 free throws in the third quarter, offsetting the Thunder's 6 of 10 three-point shooting in the third, as both sides tallied 29 in that frame. But the Thunder down 7 at halftime, find themselves down 7 going into the fourth quarter, a night on which SGA's 3 of 10 shooting, scoring 10. J-Dub has 17. Out off the bench, Alex Caruso, 19. And they're the 3 in double figures for Oklahoma City. The Spurs with balance have placed 5 in doubles. Wembanyama with 21, 13 from Harper, along with 5 steals. Stephon Castle has 15, Devin Vassell 10, and off the bench, Keldon Johnson 10. Thunder a far less effective ability to sustain defense against San Antonio tonight. Spurs at 45% shooting in game 1, the Thunder 39%. And San Antonio has made 19 of 21 free throws. Thunder are 9 of 9 with Wallace, Holmgren, Caruso, Mitchell, and SGA to start the fourth defensively. Lob in the lane to Keldon Johnson. Kicks out left wing to Vassell. Closed out by SGA. Lobs baseline to Wemby. One-on-one on Holmgren. Isolated. Pass fakes. 8 to shoot. Spins baseline. Across his body. Floats it up errantly. Holmgren good defense. Grabs the miss shot. Dishing to Wallace. Left corner Mitchell. Pump fakes. Closed out by Carter Bryant. Thunder get it back down 7 to begin the fourth as Wallace probes and kicks corner right Holmgren. Out of bounds catching the pass. That's not going to work. That's the Thunder's 10th turnover of game one. And Chet, a rough night. 2 of 5 shooting 8 points in the opener in 21 minutes. 80-73 Spurs. Up by as many as 10, and Wembanyama has starred in the opener of this Western Conference Final. Castle across the timeline, hounded by Wallace, gets a screen from Vassell. Now a double screen from Wembanyama, works to the right wing, jump passing, left corner to Keldon Johnson, wide open, strokes a three-pointer that he hits. And the Spurs have their largest lead of game one, 10 again, 83-73 on the Castle cross-court assist, his 7th of the first game. Mitchell, top of the key, pulls up, strokes a long two that's true from 22 feet away, but it's inside the arc. And pulls the Thunder within 8. They need stops. A minute gone by in the fourth. The Spurs with timely threes in the opener have made 10, 36% efficient. Castle drives, finds Wembanyama for a long three straight away that's no good. Rebound dug out by Mitchell. To SGA 1-on-4, Shea to the middle. Swooping left, pulls up, pops. 13-foot jumper won't drop in and out as Gilgeous-Alexander is 3 of 11. One and done as Wembanyama claims his 14th rebound. The Spurs back in business up 8. A minute 30 gone by in the fourth. Castle on the handle. Shea knocked down. Moving screen called on Devin Vassell. It will go back to Oklahoma City as Vassell picks up his second. That's the Spurs' 13th turnover. They've accounted for 20 Thunder points, but San Antonio has dominated inside 30-22 in the paint and has led the vast majority of this night. Castle out, replaced by Dylan Harper. Harper's been brilliant in his first Western Conference Final game. 5 steals, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 13 points. SJ played by Carter Bryant, a rookie. Gets a screen from Holmgren. Slides left. Gives it up to Holmgren up top. Swinging it corner right to Wallace. Closed out by Vassell. Dancing on the dribble. Isolated. Lost the dribble. Fights to get it back and does. Wide right. 6 to shoot. Slicing left. Corner left throws it away. Harper has a 6 steal. Up the left side to Vassell. 1-on-1 on Mitchell. Spurs set it up in the half court. Nursing an 8-point edge. 2 minutes into the fourth. Harper dancing on the dribble. Shuttles right. Wembanyama screens. Harper drives and kicks in the lane to Victor, spinning against a double. Pushing off, leans in and lays it in. He has 23 points as he scores over Holmgren. And the Spurs are back up 10, 85-75, controlling the beginning of the fourth quarter. 9:43 left. Mitchell on the dribble behind a Holmgren pick. Swooping left wing. Crosses over. Can't extricate himself from Johnson. Feeds Shea straight away. Shea draws a double. Surges left 7 to shoot. Spins right. Pump fakes, and his foul going up. Pump faked, I should say. Foul going up by Carter Bryant as he gets bailed out on that shot attempt. Nowhere to go. 5 on the shot clock, and the Thunder have done a very poor job creating space for SGA in game one. Shea has words to communicate with Holmgren, asking for something that's not happening as those two communicate with 9:28 to play. Still an enormous amount of time, but the Thunder are struggling to gain traction offensively at 39% shooting in the game. Gilgeous-Alexander, 2 of 2 from the foul line, has 10 hard-earned points. Strokes the first and rattles it in. That's the Thunder's 10th free throw attempt at the opener. The Spurs have more than doubled that with 21 tries. Carter Bryant out. Stephon Castle back in as the revolving door continues in front of the Spur bench. They've played 8 solidly, 9 total as Harrison Barnes got some early minutes, 6 in the first half, but not played in the second half. Shea hits them both. And the Thunder again are in a position where they've got to generate some stops down by 8. Harper in the backcourt. Angular. Jalen Rose looking as he is top to bottom, but he's a better player. Working left on Holmgren. Maintains the bounce. Shuttles right in the lane. Gives it up right wing to Vassell. Slicing left on Shea. Leans in and lobs to Wembanyama for the easy layup. 87-77. Wemby dominating game one. 25 points, 14 rebounds in 30 minutes. Shea. Swiped out by Vassell. Straightens up on the dribble, working the angle right bounce. Stationary, no movement. Driving right into traffic. Corner right, Caruso wide open. Strokes another three-pointer. How about 6 threes for Alex Caruso? Cha-ching, a Thunder money ball. AC with a tray on the Shea kick out. Gilgeous-Alexander has 7 assists. Caruso a new career playoff high, 22 points. Thunder within 7. Castle barreling left, down the lane. Sidesteps Mitchell, lays it up. It rolls off. Mitchell the rebound. AJ with Castle behind the play to the middle. Pulls up, hits Shea. Swooping right. Kicks to Caruso, pump faking, driving. Wraps on a feed to Shea, leaning in, fires a 5-foot jumper. He babied the shot, it's way short. And then he fouls Wembanyama in the backcourt. 3 of 12, SGA shooting a wide open 5-footer left baseline that he babied that hit only the front of the rim. Thunder have had opportunities, converting 13 of 39 threes tonight, and 6 of those have come courtesy of Alex Caruso with a new playoff career high 22. AC will check out. Isaiah Hartenstein back in. Jared McCain off the Thunder bench as well. As Wembanyama takes a rest with 8:24 to play. His team in front by 7. Spurs have led by as many as 10 in a game that's featured only 6 lead changes and 4 ties. McCain in, Wallace out. Luke Cornett mans the middle. Stephon Castle is at 1 guard spot. Keldon Johnson joins him with Champagnie, Harper, and Cornett. 8:20 to play. Spur ball up 7, 87-80. Both sides have only 1 team foul. Plenty of opportunity to get aggressive defensively. Harper swiped at by McCain, drives and kicks right wing to Champagnie. Got away with the travel, drives. Kicks left corner, Johnson wide open, starts the three-pointer that's off. Loose ball tipped out. Run down by Castle, goes over and back, and throws it away. Harper saves it to Shea, down the lane on Castle, leans in, lays it up, no good. Fight for the follow, and it's knocked out of bounds by whom? It's off of Champagnie. I can't imagine why Shea's not at the free throw line right now. Got hatcheted going up with a driving left-hand layup try. 14 to shoot. Thunder with a bucket close within 2 possessions. They continue to scrap, fight, and claw with 7:58 left in Game 1 of the Western Finals. McCain will inbound against on-ball pressure for Champagnie. Vassell is out, Harper back in for San Antonio. Wemby still sitting. Nobody cutting to get open here. McCain gets it into Hartenstein right wing. Shea fed straight away as Johnson's all over him, Velcro. He's doubled by Cornett. Shea off the stutter step, 5 to shoot, hooks the ball left corner, Holmgren. Sets up a 3 that's negated. He missed the shot anyway. Hartenstein set a moving pick that's called. It's Ihart's 2nd personal foul on the night. That's the Thunder's untimely 11th turnover of the game. The Spurs have 14 of those, but it's negligible when you look at the scoreboard because Oklahoma City, despite outscoring the Spurs by 7 off of takeaways, is down by 7, 87-80. 7:44 left. Offense continues to be the issue for Oklahoma City in Game 1. Harper top of the key. Played by McCain isolated. Dillon spins, contorts, comes baseline. Across his body floats a 6-foot jumper that he hits. 17 for Harper, timeout Thunder. They have no answer for Dillon.
The
Harper
rookie.
In Game 1.
The rookie.
89-80 Spurs, 7:30 to play. A critical time in this game has arrived for the Thunder. We'll see what they concoct coming off of the timeout. We'll be back. This is Thunder Basketball. Bring more Thunder to your timeline by following the official @OKC Thunder social media channels. You'll get behind-the-scenes access, daily updates, giveaways, and more. Stay locked in and follow @OKC Thunder tonight. Spur defense, the story of Game 1. They've locked Shai Gilgeous-Alexander up. He's -17 in the raw plus-minus with 12 points on 3 of 13 shooting, and there really have been no remedies for the Thunder offense aside from Alex Caruso's outstanding 22-point barrage off the bench. AC with 6 3-pointers, but Oklahoma City really sputtering to sustain. as they've turned the ball over 3 times in the critical fourth quarter and surrendered one bucket, 2 points, to what was a 7-point deficit going into the fourth. So now it's a critical juncture of game 1. 7:30 to play. The Thunder are down by 9 in possession following a Mark Daignault authored timeout. They've been outshot 46 to 39% from the field by the Spurs. And despite making 3 more three-pointers than San Antonio, they've given up 21 free throws on the night, taking only 11 themselves. Spurs dominant inside, holding the Thunder to 22 points in the paint on 11 of 29 shooting in the lane, while the Spurs have outscored them by 14 there. They've also out-rebounded the Thunder 43-30. They've dominated game 1 in many facets of it. The Thunder are fortunate to be down only 3 possessions, honestly. As Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, Jared McCain, Jay Will, Lou Dort, and A.J. Mitchell are the 5 by choice for Mark Daignault off the timeout. San Antonio brings Wembanyama back with 7:30 to play as they not only held their ground with him sitting earlier in the fourth quarter, they gained 2 on their advantage of 7. Wemby is joined by Castle, Champagnie, Dylan Harper, and Keldon Johnson. McCain on the handle out front, smothered by Castle, gives it up at midcourt to Mitchell. Behind a pick by Jay Will, working left, can't free. McCain fed, slot right to SGA now. Driving right in the lane, gives it up left flank to Mitchell. Down the lane, slipping, shovels inside to Dort, wide open for the dunk. Well done by Mitchell with a reverse pivot and setup. Thunder within 7, need stops. Trailing 89-82, 7-point game. Harper's on the handle, why not? He has 4 assists, 6 rebounds, and 15 points in the game. He's played brilliantly in his first playoff start. Castle right wing, forging on Dort. Behind a Wembanyama pick. Picks it up on the wing, sails it left corner to Harper, up the ladder to get it. Lifts it in deep to Wembanyama, who's low bridge by Dort, called for a foul on the entry. That's the Thunder's 2nd team foul and Dort's 4th on the night. And that came with 3 on the shot clock and the Spurs going nowhere. Vassell back in. Thunder have 2 team fouls. San Antonio 1. 89-82 Spurs. Wembanyama guarded by Dort. The ball's into Castle with 10 to shoot. Stefan between the rings. Wembanyama cuts, wants it high post. 6 to shoot, gets it. Dort knocked it away off the body of Wemby, out of bounds. No, they say it's off of Dort. Looked like Zach Zarba was going to signal Thunderball, but instead he reversed field with 4.9 left on the shot clock. 4.4 rather. Ball comes in midcourt to Castle. 3 seconds. Pulls up, fires a 30-foot 3 straight away. No good. Rebound fought for, claimed by Mitchell, but a loose ball foul coming on McCain for grabbing Vassell. So with the shot clock virtually expiring and the Thunder having the ball, an incredibly ill-timed foul called on McCain, and the Spurs get a fresh 14 on the shot clock, leading by 7 and 6:32 left. That's their 3rd team foul. The Spurs have 1. Castle off the inbound, contested by SGA. Straightens up, working top of the key, looking and lobbing to Wembanyama, catching on Dort, spinning. Gives it up right corner, Champagnie up with a 3 that's on line short. Wembanyama over the back of Jay Will, call for a foul, his 1st of game 1. Imagine that. And he pumps his fist to the bench. Look what I've gotten away with all night. 89-82, the Thunder are down 7, 6:19 to play. That's the Spurs' 2nd team foul. Jay Will, a great box out on the missed shot. SGA gets instruction from Mark Daignault. Bucking up the right side into a double team. Shea needs help. Swooping baseline. Jump stops and fades. The shot block going up by Wemby, and the loose ball to Vassell. It's just not working with Shea isolated out front. Near midcourt, Harper drives by McCain, settles into the half-court attack. Wembanyama working the left side high, receives the ball on Dort, double by Jay Will. Whips the ball, right wing Champagnie holds. Straightaway Vassell, 10 to shoot. Slot left to Harper, 8 to shoot. Comes to the foul line, into the paint, spins, pump fakes, across his body, floats, and misses a 12-footer. Jay Will clears, Thunder need a bucket. 5:40 to play, they're down 7, 89-82 in game 1. Shea doubled, roams to the left wing, maintains a dribble. Played by Vassell as he's isolated now. 30 feet away, retreats. Comes baseline with a step, lays it up and lays it in. Knocked down by Wemby. What about a foul call there? Did they call a foul? They did, thank you. Shea a drive-by on Wembanyama, then got tracked down and snowplowed by Wemby for his 2nd foul in the quarter. And Gilgeous-Alexander helped up after being steamrolled. There'll be an and 1 coming for the MVP. 5:26 to play. It's a grinder. OKC's down 2 possessions now, 89-84, and Gilgeous-Alexander's at the free throw line following a stoppage as San Antonio is called a timeout. This is Thunder basketball. $10 free food score free taco during every Thunder game day at participating Taco Bueno locations. Mention the offer to redeem. Taco Bueno, the official taco of the Oklahoma City Thunder. Well, there's been nothing pretty about this overall Thunder offensive performance, but they're right there, down only 5 with 5:26 to play. Imminently doable in game one, despite the struggles. Oklahoma City being dominated on the backboard 44-31 and getting to the foul line only a 12th time, with Shea coming to the stripe for an and one here and 5:26 to play. OKC is playing through it, positioning themselves potentially for a big finish to find a way to win game one against San Antonio. It's not come easily. The Spurs on the night have, as I mentioned, outboarded the Thunder by 13. Thunder lead in assists 18-17, forcing 14 turnovers for 20 points. But the Spurs that have more steals than the Thunder in game one. They've gotten 6 from Dylan Harper and 9 on the night to 8 thefts for OKC, including 3 from SGA. 5 minutes and 26 seconds to play. Both sides have only one team foul to give heading down the stretch. And Dort has the most fouls of any player with 4. SGA, Alex Caruso, J-Dub, Chet Holmgren, and Jared McCain are the 5 for the blue-clad Thunder against Victor Wembanyama, Justin Champagnie, Dylan Harper, Devin Vassell, and Stephon Castle for San Antonio. Gildas Alexander toes the line for his 5th free throw tonight. Wembanyama's gone to the line double that with 10 attempts. Victor leads all scorers with 25. Shea a hard-earned 14. Caruso pacing the Thunder with 22. They've also gotten 17 from Dub. 3 in doubles for the Thunder scoring. The Spurs have 6. Shea dribbles once, eyes the rim, bends his knees, dips, shoots, and he misses. In the lane, Wembanyama one-hands the missed shot. Thunder fall back to defend, down by 5. That's their first miss at the line in 12 attempts. Castle across the timeline, guarded by SGA. Spurs space the floor, run action. Wembanyama guarded by Caruso, 8 to shoot. Castle looking left. Wembanyama receives the ball off the elbow. Into the paint, drop steps and jump passes low to Harper. Lays it up on Holmgren and lays it in. Powers the layup in on Chet's shot block attempt. And the Spurs go back up 7 as Harper continues to dominate individually with 17. Shea out front, roaming. 4:50 to play, Thunder down 7. SGA to the wing on Champagnie. Across his body, floats it up. Counts if it goes, it will not go. And I think Zach Zarba is going to say there was continuation. So free throws coming for Shea with 4:48 to play. And the Spurs are over the foul limit on Harper's reach in, his second. They've got to find a way to get stops here. And with Wembanyama on the floor, that's been a massive challenge for them, as Wemby just gave up his 3rd assist to Harper for the lay-in on Holmgren inside. Shea's free throw is up and good. Gildas Alexander has scored 11 of his 15 in the second half as McCain exits. A.J. Mitchell re-enters for Oklahoma City. Mark Daigneault scrambling, trying to find a quintet that will coalesce at both ends. That's been an uphill struggle all night for OKC. Shea's second stroke looks pure and is. 91-86, the Spur advantage is 5 with 4:48 to play, a world of time. Harper rolled the ball in the backcourt, picked up by J-Dub on the handle. On the dribble weave to Vassell. Cross-court right to Castle on the perimeter on Mitchell. A step driving baseline. Jump stop, lays it up. Caruso blocks a shot from behind, spanks it out of bounds with 12 to shoot. The deceleration by Castle allowed Caruso to recover as Mitchell was surrendering a step. 12 to shoot, the crowd applauds Alex Caruso's effort tonight. It's been brilliant. 12 on the shot clock, 4:36 left, Thunder down 5. Castle looking, corner right, Vassell up with a rainbow 3 that's off. Rebound SGA, Thunder get it back down 5. Shea dribbling, head up front court on Champagnie. Works to the left flank, crosses over. Ducks, jump passing to an alley-oop off the rim into the hands of J-Dub, intended for Holmgren. Into the paint, Dub across his body, fades away, knocks down a 7-footer. The one-legged hoist is a beauty. Thunder within a possession, down 91-88 as Dub plays the crowd. 4:15 to play in game one. Castle across the timeline, Thunder on an 8-2 spurt. Works the bounce, doubled. Left wing, Champagnie up with an open three-pointer that's no good. Rebound fought for, Vassell back taps it to Castle. Roaming top of the key down the lane. Sails the ball right corner for a catch-and-shoot 3 by Harper that's on line short. Rebound fought for, off the body of Castle, out of bounds. No, Dub touched it last. Spurs continue to win the rebounding battle decisively. They've got 11 second chance points on the night, corralling 46 boards to 32 for the Thunder. And a timeout will precede this Spur extended possession as OKC is scrapping to within 3 at 91-88 with 3:52 left in game one. We'll be back. This is Thunder basketball. possession battle the objective of both of these teams in every game in this best-of-7 Western Conference Final, and the Spurs have done that tonight with 11 offensive rebounds to 6 for the Thunder. They're about to attempt their third shot in this sequence since J-Dub made it a three-point game more than a minute ago, 3:52 remaining. Thunder made 5 of 14 shots in the fourth quarter, 4 of 5 free throws. Spurs didn't get to go to the line, and the Thunder have a foul to give while the Spurs are out of team fouls. The Spurs are 1 of 7 on threes in the fourth quarter, but still lead by 3 after being up by as many as 10 tonight. Justin Champagnie, Stefan Castle, Victor Wembanyama, Dylan Harper, and Devin Vassell for the Spurs against SGA, A.J. Mitchell, Chet Holmgren, Alex Caruso, and J-Dub for the Thunder. 14 to shoot for the Spurs. Rhythm Quads encourages the Thunder defense, down 3, 91-88. Castle to inbound against Caruso's on-ball pressure underneath, lobbing. Out front to Harper, runs it down against Mitchell. Looking off the left wing, holding on his hip. 8 to shoot, Harper still holds it. Works to the wing. Jump pass baseline, Wembanyama 4 to shoot, 1-on-1 on Holmgren. Faces up, pump fakes, drives baseline to the rim, lays it up, loses the ball. It's off the body of Castle, out of bounds as Shea knocked it off the thigh of Castle to the Thunder. Holmgren held his ground on Wemby, who missed the layup, and OKC gets it back down 3, 3:35 to play. Caruso handles, the veteran owner of 2 NBA titles, into the front court, giving to Dub straight away, slicing left. Bumped by Wemby, pump fakes, won't shoot, sails it out front to Shea. Picked up by Vassell, down the lane, Caruso lays it up and lays it in. 1-point game. Excellent assist by Shea, a sizzling dime, his 8th. The run is 10-2, the Thunder within 1, 91-90 with 3:15 left. Castle on the handle. Gives the ball to Champagnie, pump fakes. Closed out by Mitchell to Wembanyama beyond the arc, 10 to shoot. Crowded by Caruso, doubled by Mitchell, retreats near midcourt, 8 to shoot. Something left Champagnie, left corner, Vassell for 3, leaves it short, rebound tipped. Gathered by Castle, stripped to the ball, Shea's on it. Thunder seek the lead, Shea up the left side on Champagnie, 2:55 to play. Works to the wing, cranks a 3 for the lead, it's up, way off. Not a good shot. Harper's got the miss. Jammed in the backcourt by Shea. 2:45 to play, Thunder seek a stop, down 1. Wembanyama catches at the foul line, 1-on-1 on Caruso, needs help. Spins, gives it up to Castle beyond the arc, 12 to shoot. Step onto the wing, smothered by Caruso, lobs inside to Wemby, catching, lays it up, no good, but he's bodied and fouled by Mitchell. And Wembanyama, I think, is going to go back to the foul line here with 2:35 to play. Quick trigger by Shea in transition, and an ill-advised left wing 3. Doesn't allow the Thunder the chance to grab the lead, as that's a foul call prior to the shot by Wemby. Side out Spurs, but both sides are at the foul limit now. So a good foul by Mitchell, his 3rd. 14 to shoot, 91-90 Spurs, who inbound near sideline. 2:35 left in game 1. Harper lobs to Wemby, stepping out front on Caruso, slot left. Near midcourt to Castle, those two play the 2-man game. Castle played by Caruso. Right wing Champagnie, right corner Vassell up with a 3 that's online and in there. Big shot by Vassell over Holmgren. 94-90 Spurs. Devin Vassell's 3rd 3, a big one. He's got 13 points, 2:15 left. SGA, back of a Caruso pick, grinding down the lane on Wemby. Jump stops and fades, 12-foot jumper is up and in. 2-point game as he lofted and stuck it on Wembanyama. 94-92, Thunder within a bucket. Gildas Alexander a hard-earned 16 with 2 minutes to play. Crowd encourages the defense. Wembanyama runs into Caruso, offensive foul. They battle for position top of the key, and the big man snowplows Alex Caruso and commits the night's biggest turnover. Wembanyama has 3 fouls now, and AC catching his breath before being helped up. 94-92 Spurs, and they're going to replay here.
Are we going to overtime
something more
for game 1?
A common foul. 2 minutes to play.
OT?
Zach Zarba comes over with aid from Secaucus, New Jersey's NBA replay center to determine the determination here.
Ruling on the floor is an offensive foul on Wembanyama. The play is under review to see if it meets the criteria for a flagrant foul.
I'd be shocked if it does, but we'll see. They're going to go to review here. 94-92, the Thunder within a basket have possession. Exactly 2 minutes left in regulation of game 1. We'll take a quick timeout and be back. This is Thunder basketball.
At At Brahms, we offer more than just burgers, shakes, and fries. We have an entire fresh market for your everyday grocery needs, from farm fresh milk to meats, freshly baked breads, and produce. We also carry a wide variety of our premium ice cream, frozen yogurt, and sherbet. And with Brahms delivery trucks running 7 days a week, our items are always fresh. Stop by your neighborhood Brahms Fresh Market for an incredibly fast, incredibly convenient grocery shopping experience, so you can spend more time on things that matter most.
Watching replay, now my decision on this potential flagrant on Wemby changes. He headbutted Alex Caruso under the chin as the two collided top of the key on the defensive end for the Thunder. Tonight's OG&E power play of the game, no question, authored by Alex Caruso. A career playoff high 24 and great defense.
After reviews, Wembanyama lowers his shoulder. There is no windup, there is no follow-through, and the impact does not rise to the level of flagrant foul. Common foul stand.
OG&E re-energized life, and the power play of the night, authored by AC. Does he factor in the finish? More than likely. 2 minutes to play. Wembanyama 3 fouls. It's the Spurs' 16th turnover, and OKC a golden chance to tie with a 2 or go in front with a 3. And they have made in this fourth quarter 7 of 12 shots, including a three-pointer, forcing the Spurs into 4 turnovers. Chet Holmgren, A.J. Mitchell, J-Dub, Alex Caruso, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the 5 for the Thunder, against Wembanyama, Champagnie, Harper, Savon Castle, and Devin Vassell. Here we go. Thunder down 2 inbound. Ball trickles into Caruso unguarded. Crossing the timeline, Wembanyama. Shai comes to it between the rings. Swooping left, draws 2, jump pass to Caruso, open for 3 straight away in the lead. It's online, count it! Cha-ching! A Thunder money ball, oh baby! AC with the try.
Wow.
Thunder 95, the Spurs 94. Is he something? 27 for Caruso. Thunder their first lead since midway through the third, 1:40 to play. Harper working out front, lobs to Wembanyama, stepping out off the right elbow, holding. Crowded by Caruso, 8 to shoot. Wemby picks up the dribble, 6 to shoot. Right flank, Castle, 4 to shoot. Played by Dub, 2 to shoot. Works the angle. Jump pass corner right for a 3 by Champagnie. That's up and good. Does it come before the horn? A shot clock buzzer, 3 by Champagnie. Spurs lead 97-95. 1:20 left. Big shot, Champagnie. Shai doubled. Down speeds to Caruso at the foul line. Drives. Spins, gives it up on the perimeter to Dub. Crossing over on Champagnie. Across his body, floats a runner. There trickles in. It's tied at 97. Dub, another big shot, has 21. Deadlocked at 97, 1:10 to play. What a series, what an opening game. Ball rolled to Castle. Thunder out of fouls, Spurs out of fouls as well. Wembanyama screens. Receives the ball in the lane, loses it. Shai the loose ball, 2-on-1 with Caruso. Down the lane to the rim, lays it up, and misses a layup. Wembanyama fights for the rebound and takes it away. Shai couldn't convert. Gives it in the backcourt to Castle, up the left side, Vassell. Saves a turnover, falling out of bounds as he calls a timeout. Is Shai not fouled on that drive? My goodness. 97 off, 53.4 to play.
No, he was not. I'm sitting here watching it. He was not fouled.
The turnover against San Antonio,
that he made with his body that made it look like it, but that wasn't a foul.
He's 4 of 18 shooting for 18 points. He's done everything else well with 3 steals and 9 assists. And the Thunder need a stop and a bucket to pull game 1 out, tied at 97. They didn't show the drive by Shai. Instead, they showed the rebound by Wembanyama, his 17th. Victor's got 25 points, 17 rebounds, and a block in game 1. Actually, 2 blocks to his credit. So the Thunder are another stop away from giving themselves a chance to pull the game out. Spurs have made only 7 of 19 shots in the fourth quarter. 2 late shot clock threes, though. 1 by Vassell, 1 by Champagnie, keeping San Antonio's hopes afloat. Thunder number 2 in clutch record during the regular season, winning their last 8, including Game 4 in LA by 5 on Monday of last week, closed that series out. The Spurs were 3rd best in clutch games during the regular season in terms of percentage of wins. Shot clock shows 16. The Spurs, coming off the timeout, have 1 timeout left. The Thunder 2. OKC outscoring the Spurs by 7 in the quarter, 24-17. Need a stop, a rebound, and a score to pull this game out, potentially. 53.4 to play, 16 to shoot. Castle will inbound near sideline front court. Dub on him. Caruso, SGA, Mitchell, and Holmgren defend as well against Wembanyama, Vassell, Harper, and Champagnie. Harper off the inbound gets it. Off the Stetters up on Mitchell into the paint. Loses the ball. It's free on the deck. Harper swarmed by defenders. Gets it and gives it to Vassell. Slot right Champagnie. 5 to shoot. Back to Vassell. Left wing Harper to the baseline. Behind the back dribbles. Loses the balance. Gets it back. Stripped by Shai. It's free. Harper gets it, fires at the shot clock buzzer, no good, and he's reached on a foul with 0.5 of a second left on the clock. Are you kidding me? 97 all with 37.1 to play. They call Holmgren for the reach and foul. Grappling for the ball with Dylan Harper. How do you make that call in that situation? Harper 2 of 2 at the line. 85% in the playoffs. The lefty. Readies for the first, spins the ball. Eyes the rim, bends his knees, dips, shoots, and swishes. 98-97 Spurs, 37.1 left. Boy, the Thunder did everything but secure the loose ball. They continued to battle every step of that sequence, and I just don't know how you make that call given the stakes on that play. Hartenstein and Jay Will in. Should Harper miss the free throw, they want to make sure they corral the rebound. But the Spurs lead by 1, 98-97 with 37.1 to play. Mitchell is out, as is Shea. Remains Dub, Caruso, Jay Will, Hartenstein, and Holmgren. Harper readies for the second, spins it in front of him, same routine. He arcs it, and he sticks it. Nothing to that. Dylan Harper now has 20 points in his playoff starting debut, and the Spurs lead by 2 with 37.1 to play at 99-97. Unfortunate turn of events for the Thunder. Multiple chances to grab the lead in the fourth. They've been unable to get over the top yet, but still an awful lot of time. You've got to believe they want to go 2 for 1 in possessions here, but they can't hurry and be a hazard to themselves by just jacking up any shot right now. A difference of 13.1 game to shot clock with the Spurs on top, 99-97 on Harper's 2 successful free throws with 37.1 to play. We'll take a quick timeout and be back. Thunder the ball down to 37.1 left in the opener of this best-of-7 Western Conference Finals. This is Thunder basketball.
Seconds on the clock. I'm chomping at the bit here, Frank. I'm telling you, this is a moment in basketball history to really relish in. Back at the offensive end, Ken Chubb musters up all his strength and squeezes down into the paint. He breaks through the screen, posts up with buns out, catches the ball, and order up. And he's called for the double drizzle.
Dude, just get your hot dog and let's get back to our seats. Eat Schwab, the official hot dog of the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Thunder refusing to surrender, still have a chance in game 1. Down by 2 with 37.1 to play in possession. Dylan Harper's 2 free throws giving the Spurs the 2-point advantage after Oklahoma City unable to convert a layup try by Shea in deep in a tie game. Caruso, SGA, AJ Mitchell, Chet Holmgren, and J-Dub the 5 for the Thunder. Caruso will inbound near sideline front court against Wembanyama's 8-foot wingspan, providing on-ball pressure. 13.1 difference game to shot clock. Thunder down 2. Caruso given the ball, gets it into Shea, straight away on Castle, driving left. Stutter steps, comes baseline, goes lefty, misses the shot, but he's fouled by Castle. Free throws coming with 33.2 to play. Well done. Shea didn't settle, barreled toward the baseline and floated up a left-handed try. Castle absorbs his 3rd foul, and Gildas Alexander earns free throws, looking to tie with 33.2 left. Shea shadow strokes, converting 6 of 7 tonight. He has a hard-earned 18, 14 of which have come in the second half. 33.2 to play, Thunder down 2. Shea given the ball, dribbles once, bends his knees, dips, shoots, and rattles in the first. Thunder down a digit, 99-98 on a night when they've trailed by as many as 10 and shot only 43% from the field. Shea for the tie as the crowd quiets. Same routine. It's out of his right hand, looks good, and is. Deadlocked at 99, 33.2 seconds left. Castle on the handle. A difference of 8 game to shot clock. Castle pounds it at the Thunder logo, challenged by J-Dub. Shot clock at 14, Wembanyama screens high right. Castle behind it, jumped at by Caruso. 10 to shoot, lobs to Wemby, top of the key. One-on-one on Dub. Holds, sweeps, spins, 5 to shoot, contorts, across his body, floats it up and in from 5 feet away. 11.5 to play. Wemby scores. Thunder down 2, 101-99, tough shot, contorting across his body. And the Spurs are back up 2. Thunder burn their final timeout. The Spurs still have 1. The Wembanyama floater in the lane from 5 feet away over Dub has given the Spurs a 101-99 lead with 11.5 to play. We'll be back. This is Thunder basketball.
At Brahms, we We offer more than just burgers, shakes, and fries. We have an entire fresh market for your everyday grocery needs, from farm fresh milk to meats, freshly baked breads, and produce. We also carry a wide variety of our premium ice cream, frozen yogurt, and sherbet. And with Brahms delivery trucks running 7 days a week, our items are always fresh. Stop by your neighborhood Brahms Fresh Market for an incredibly fast, incredibly convenient grocery shopping experience, so you can spend more time on things that matter most.
KWPN, more WWLS, The Village, Oklahoma City, proudly serving the great state of Oklahoma. A Cumulus media station.
In large part due to a 17-rebound advantage on the night, the Spurs have gotten up 7 more shots from the field than the Thunder in this fourth quarter. The most recent by Wembanyama, without a double team coming over J-Dub from about 5 or 6 in the lane, has given San Antonio back a 2-point lead with 11.5 to play. Gilgeous-Alexander has 10 in the quarter, 20 in the game. Caruso, a career playoff high 27. J-Dub 21. They are all on the court right now at 20-plus with Holmgren and A.J. Mitchell. Spurs out of fouls, have 1 timeout left. Thunder out of timeout.
We're going to overtime tonight, y'all.
Holmgren, played by Champagnie. Harper's on Mitchell. Castle on SGA. The ball will be inbounded by Dub. Caruso out there as well, guarded by Champagnie now as Wembanyama switched on to Holmgren. Ball comes in between the rings to Mitchell. 10 seconds. AJ looking. 7 seconds, 40 feet away. Gives to Shea on the wing. To the baseline on Castle. Right, drives in and lays it in. Knocked down by Castle. No whistle. 3.1 to play. Thunder have tied it at 101. Timeout Spurs. They cleared the backside, allowing Shea the space to roam, and he grounded towards the baseline away from Castle for the driving layup, evening it at 101 apiece with 3.1 to play. Spurs burn their final timeout. We'll see a day diagram now in a tie game at 101. Our 7th tie authored by SJ, who has 12 in the quarter and 22 on the night. Well-designed play as Mitchell found Shea on the wing with the backside completely cleared out, and Shea strode baseline with a step on Castle and laid it in to tie it at 101 apiece. We'll be back. This is Thunder Basketball.
With just seconds on the clock, I'm chomping at the bit here, Frank. I'm telling you, this is a moment in basketball history to really relish in. Back at the offensive end, Ken Chupp musters up all his strength and squeezes down into the paint. He breaks through the screen, posts up with buns out, catches the ball, and order up. And he's called for the double drizzle.
Dude, just get your hot dog and let's get back to our seats. Eat Schwab, the official hot dog of the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Pinto welcomes you back to a raucous Paycom Center. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander showing his all-star and MVP form in the fourth quarter. A dozen of his 22 have come in the fourth, helping the Thunder make 10 of 16 shots in the quarter, outscoring the Spurs by 7 to forge the 101 all deadlock with 3.1 left. If the Thunder can force a miss and get to overtime, you've got to like their chances. They have momentum right now as they've solved some of the previous detriments employed by the Spur defense. Hartenstein with Dub, Caruso, Wallace, and Holmgren, the 5 for the Thunder defensively, as Harper will inbound far sideline. Front court has Vassell, Castle, Champagnie, and Wembanyama. Wembanyama center of the lane, played by Holmgren rather. Ball given to Harper. Jump pass at the foul line to Wembanyama, driving left, lays it up. No good block by Holmgren. We got overtime. Caruso and Wallace converged on Wemby. Horseman across the body, prayer not answered, as Holmgren spanked it away. Overtime in game 1 of the Western Finals. You gotta love it. Thunder battle from 10 back to forge the 101 all deadlock. The Gilgeous-Alexander driving layup, the bucket that sealed the opportunity to get the extra 5 minutes of basketball. We've got bonus ball in the opener of this best-of-7 series as OKC has battled through a lot of adversity tonight, as many as 10 points behind, to deadlock it at 101 apiece as Wallace and Caruso fed Wembanyama right into Holmgren's wheelhouse. He spanked away the flailing 5-footer left baseline, opening the door for an overtime period. The Thunder unbeaten in overtimes this season at 5-0. The Spurs 1-1 in regular season overtime periods. We got 5 minutes of bonus basketball next, tied at 101. This is Thunder Basketball. Can't say enough about the performance of Alex Caruso on a night when the Thunder offense was flatlined through much of the game. Down by as many as 10 multiple times to the Spurs, they find a way. And Caruso kept them afloat, nailing a playoff career-high 7 3-pointers in the game and scoring a playoff career-high 27, opening the door for Shea to put the Thunder in position to potentially win it in regulation. Couldn't quite accomplish that, but they have forced overtime from as many as 10 back, 101 apiece, as Shea scores 12 of his 22 in the fourth quarter. He's got 22, Caruso a playoff career-high 27, J-Dub 21. The Spurs have 6 in double figures, led by Wembanyama's 27 points, 17 rebound double-double. Chet's first block denying Wembanyama a potential go-ahead floater just inside the horn as Chet's block 2, Hartenstein's block 2, Caruso's block 2 as well. If momentum exists, it's in favor of the Thunder right now as this crowd is louder than it's been all night. Thunder were down 89-80 with 7:30 to play in regulation and battle back to forge the deadlock. Thunder have made 2 more threes than the Spurs on 14 of 35 three-point shooting. And despite being out-rebounded 49-32 on the night, they've got 2 more assists than the Spurs and bring Wallace with Holmgren, Mitchell, Caruso, and SG out to begin the overtime period. San Antonio's counter, Wembanyama having logged 39 minutes already, averaging only 28 in the playoffs, will play a 40th minute to begin overtime and jump center with Holmgren, along with Vassell, Castle, Harper, and Champagnie. Thunder will shoot at the basket to my right, the Spurs the bucket to my left. Deadlocked at 101 overtime in game 1 of the Western Finals. Ball is up. Wembanyama back taps it. Castle has it. The Spurs get the first crack. Castle against Wallace up the right side to Harper. Jump stops, corner right to Vassell. Lobbing low to Wembanyama, catching on Caruso. Gives it up right wing to Vassell. Catch and shoot 3 is up and off. Inside the rebound snag by Holmgren, his 7th. Giving to SJ, barreling across the timeline. Picked up by Vassell. Isolated off the left side. Streams his way baseline, loses the ball, no whistle on a reach-in, and Wembanyama has it. Vassell back, corner right Harper. Lost the ball out of bounds, trying to track by Caruso. That's the Spurs' 18th turnover for 23 Thunder points, and Alex Caruso right there smack in the middle of all the mayhem. 101 apiece, 4:30 left in overtime. Mitchell on the handle. Shea screens. The Spurs switch it. Shea gets the ball now against Harper, straight away 35 feet. 12 to shoot. Shea angles left on the bounce, sizes it up. Drives to the middle, steps back, cranks it 3 for the lead. It's on line short. Wallace saves it, sails it left wing. Caruso 2 to shoot. Has got to shoot it. 1 to shoot, doesn't realize that the ball's knocked out of bounds. It's a shot clock violation. The ball never came close to the rim. And that's the Thunder's 13th turnover. Tied at 101. 4:09 left in overtime. Chana's defense at Paycom Center. Castle greeted by Wallace across the timeline as Harper screens. Mitchell now on Castle, roaming right on the dribble. Slashes left to the foul line. Jump stops. Knocked down by Mitchell, fouled by Mitchell. That will be side out Spurs as Castle hadn't gathered the ball for a shot. First team foul on OKC in the quarter. Mitchell with his 3rd on the night. And you shoot on the 4th team foul in overtime as a couple of timeouts are restored both ways to each team. There's no way you give Castle free throws here. There's no way. No, they're not. It's side out Spurs as Castle was lobbying for foul shots, but none coming. J-Dub now guards Castle off the inbound. Spurs space the floor. Wembanyama cuts to the left wing, 8 to shoot. Castle on the handle. Grinding right with a step to the baseline, lays it up and dunks. 103-101 Spurs as Castle took it all the way and hammered with 2 hands. 17 for him. Gilgeous-Alexander deferring to Caruso. Back to Shea just inside midcourt. Jumped at by Champagnie. Isolated between the legs on the dribble. Slicing left. Floats it on the run and misses. Wembanyama has the loose ball as Shea struggles continue. 6 of 21 tonight. Champagnie left baseline to Castle. Roaming and lobbing. Aaron of Wembanyama knocked away. Caruso's got it. Long leads Dub to the rim on Champagnie. Is stripped by Champagnie. Loose ball. Holmgren has it knocked off the body of Wembanyama out of bounds. The Thunder get it back with 3:13 left in overtime as Champagnie denies another clear opportunity in transition to the Thunder. 18 to shoot. And Mitch Johnson is challenging the possession call here as Wembanyama insists that ball was off of Oklahoma City. And we're looking at replay. It looks like it's off of Chet's foot. It's going to be Spur ball. 3:13 to play. Well, the Thunder have had opportunities. They just are struggling to finish around the rim tonight, and it's not all Wembanyama. This is going to be San Antonio ball with 3:13 to play. We'll take time. San Antonio by 2. This is Thunder basketball.
Some things from the 90s we'd rather forget, like dial-up internet or frosted tips. But some things never go out of style, like Taco Mayo's classic value menu. Choose from 10 of your favorite value items for just $1.89 each when you get 4 or more, like tacos, bean burritos, locos, and more. Loads of flavor, no hammer pants required. The classic value menu only at Taco Mayo, Oklahoma owned and operated. Eat local.
Thunder scoreless in overtime. We're designated the ball off that scramble and the block by Champagnie on Dub. But on replay, the ball clearly off of the right foot of Chet. Goes back to the Spurs, who lead in overtime by 2, a night on which they've led the majority of this game. Only 8 lead changes, 7 ties in game 1 of the Western Final. Thunder battled to overtime, but in this overtime period, 0 of 3 field goal shooting with 2 turnovers. It's not been pretty. 3:13 left. Devin Vassell, Justin Champagnie, Stephon Castle, Victor Wembanyama, and Dylan Harper, the 5 for the Spurs against Holmgren, Mitchell, SGA, Caruso, and J-Dub for Oklahoma City. Game 2 coming up, 7:30 on Wednesday right here. Castle on the handle has a team-high 8 assists on the night, played by Dub. Screened by Champagnie is Dub. Castle roaming right wing. To Champagnie out front, 12 to shoot. Looking to Wemby, got away with a travel. How do you not see that? Giving to Harper 6 to shoot. Harper beyond the arc, crossing over. Slicing and kicking right wing. Castle long wing 3 is up, no good. Wemby the rebound, lays it up on Dub and lays it in. 29 points, 19 rebounds for Wembanyama. The Spurs lead by 4, 105-101. 2:42 to play. A clear travel on Champagnie, missed by the 3 whistles. Shea out front, a must-score possession with the Thunder. 2:35 to play, drives and kicks to Caruso open. Straightaway 3 is online, misses. In and out. Wembanyama has the missed shot, but he fouled Holmgren to get it. That's his 4th personal, and the Thunder extend their possession. Scoreless in overtime, though. 2:31 left. 105-101 Spurs, and you have to absolutely applaud San Antonio's hardy interior defense. Thunder have only 34 points in the paint, and we're in overtime. Caruso to get it in, does so to Mitchell. AJ, tracked by Harper, played by Castle on a switch. Shea fronted by Harper, comes to the ball left wing. Drives in the paint, sets up Caruso, long rainbow 3 from the corner, he splashes. Cha-ching at Thunder money ball, AC has 8 and 30 points. Big time shot by Caruso. What a player he is. 105-104, Thunder within 1, 2:12 left in overtime. Ball rolled inbounds to Vassell, leaving it for Castle. Gilgeous-Alexander is on Vassell. Dub greets Castle across the timeline. Spurs space the floor. Castle crosses over. Lobs inside Wembanyama, knocked away. It's free on the wing, picked up by Dub in the open court. Down the lane to the rim. Dunks! Thunder by 1, 106-105. Great anticipation by Caruso. 1:45 left in overtime. Thunder by a digit. Castle, played by Mitchell. Dub is on Wemby, who wants it off the high post right and gets it. 12 to shoot. Wemby isolated. Grinding left. Spins. Stripped. Knocked away by Dub. Caruso's on it. What defense? 1:35 to play. The wing to Mitchell. Leans in, fires. The wing 3 is off. And not a good shot there. Loose ball tipped out by Holmgren. 1:28 to play. That's the time to run a little clock and attack. Mitchell pulled the trigger quickly and missed an open 3-pointer. Spurs get it back. Thunder 106, the Spurs 105. With 1:28 left in overtime. Dub is digging in and really working hard. Against Castle, switched on to Wembanyama as the Thunder are playing Wembanyama with smaller players, Caruso and Dub for the most part. Full 24 on the shot clock for the Spurs. Thunder have a foul to give. In the final 2 minutes, up by 1, 106-105 after the Dub dunk. Castle front court. Pounds a dribble 30 feet away, lobbing off the right elbow to Wembanyama, played by Caruso, 12 to shoot. Right wing Vassell. Swoops based on corner right Champagnie. Rainbow 3 on Holmgren. No good. Tip followed by Wemby. No good. It's free in the lane. Scooped up by whom? A fight. Caruso saves the ball off the body of Wembanyama out of bounds. Oh, AC is everywhere. Putting on the cape and rising in game 1. 106-105 Thunder. 108 left. What an opener to this best of 7. AC's okay after elevating and now plays the crowd to let them know I'm fine. We're good. Let's go. Battling the 7'5" Wembanyama, went up and slammed the ball off of Wemby's left leg before falling out of bounds. An extraordinary play. Shea, 1:04 to play across the timeline on the handle. Thunder by 1 in overtime. Gilgeous-Alexander roaming left. Spins on Vassell, down the lane to the rim, dunks! Oh, Shea, don't be so mean! A big two-hand
bucket!
Rocket the Spurs world, up to 7 straight. Lead by 3, 108-105. Castle, double. Kicks the ball left wing, Champagny up with a 3 to tie. It's on line short. Long rebound tumbles out. Dump, tips to Mitchell. Thunder get it back, 45 seconds to play. It's a frenzied pitch inside Paycom Center. Thunder 108, the Spurs 105. Dub, played by Vassell. Roaming near the logo. Slides left on the dribble. Pulls up, leans in, launches. Errantly from 10. Holmgren knocked down, no whistle. Wembanyama has it, left wing Castle. The trailing Wemby, leaning 30-foot 3 to tie, is in there.
Bucket!
26.3 to play, deadlocked at 108.
Uh-oh. Double OT.
Shot selection by Dub, open the door. Now the Thunder burned one of their 2 timeouts. They had the ball up by 3.
Wemby shot that from like 26 feet. 26, 25.
32-point, 20-rebound bonanza with 3 assists.
32 and 20.
30-foot 3. Ties the game at 108 with 26.3 to play. Wow. We'll take time to group here in a deadlock game at 108 in overtime of Game 1 of the Western Finals. This is Thunder basketball.
At Brahms, we offer more than just
I'm just going to turn it down because they're only going to have like a 30-second, maybe a minute commercial. 32 and 20. Wemby. We're not including what, 4 assists?
And with Brahms delivery trucks running 7 days
5 assists?
our items are always
Where
fresh.
Wemby at? I'm trying to look at the screen.
Brahms Fresh Market for an incredibly fast,
5 assists?
convenient
How many blocks?
experience. So you can spend more
How many
time with things that matter
steals?
most.
Bro, back to the ball game.
Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, a double-double of 24 points and 10 assists with 5 steals. Alex Caruso, a career playoff high 30, exceeding his previous high of 20. And yet, the Thunder can't shake the Spurs yet. 26.3 left in overtime. As the best 6th man in the NBA continues encouraging Oklahoma City in the opener of this best-of-7 Western Conference Final. Thunder trying to persevere over Wembanyama's massive 32-point, 20-rebound, 2-block shot bonanza. Have the ball, a difference of 2.3 game to shot clock. Both sides a foul to give. Both sides have timeouts left. The Spurs 2, the Thunder 1. Mitchell, Holmgren, Caruso, Gilgeous-Alexander, and J-Dub for Oklahoma City against Wembanyama, Vassell, Dylan Harper, Stephon Castle, and Justin Champagny. Thunder forcing 21 turnovers tonight for 25 points. That's helped them battle from 10 back. Caruso gets it into Mitchell unscathed. AJ, 40 feet straight away, gets a screen high left from Holmgren. Pounding the dribble, 17 to shoot. He's stationary right now, just inside the Thunder logo. Yo-yoing back and forth, tied at 108. 15 seconds left, 10 to shoot. Shea cuts to it. Gets it, slot left, 6 to shoot. On Vassell to the wing, in the lane. Pump fake, spins, jump passes to Dub, open. Angle right 3 is up. No good, short. Loose ball volley contained by Harper, falling out of bounds. It's with 0.4 seconds to play. Harper didn't get a timeout call, or did they give him a timeout
double OT?
He was falling out of bounds and got a timeout call with 0.4 seconds to play. The problem now, Dub had a clean look off the right side, left it short. The problem now is they've got the ultimate lob threat in Victor Wembanyama at 7'5". And with 0.4 seconds left, and I'm sure they'll go to the clock to determine is there more time left than that. Holmgren got a piece of the rebound, but Harper grabbed it before falling out of bounds is the determination here. And Holmgren clearly was grabbed by Wembanyama with no call. Harper, did he come down out of bounds before calling the timeout? I think he did. I think he did come down out of bounds before the timeout was called. But do they go to replay here? I don't think they will. I think he was out of bounds before calling the timeout. But they won't review this. As now 0.7 seconds are on the clock, and the Spurs have possession in a tie game at 108. Clearly Harper out of bounds with his right foot before he called a timeout. Wow.
Yeah. Hey, he's out here balling though.
Paid to see something like that.
Young Harper.
Just unfortunate.
Young Harper.
And now with 7/10 to play, the Spurs have every option imaginable. A catch and shoot only takes 0.3 seconds. As OKC, do they burn another timeout here with the Spurs having one? San Antonio got the timeout off the Harper retrieval, but he clearly was out of bounds with his right foot. But there's no review available here unless the Thunder challenge that. I think they can. I don't know what the designation would be on a play like that. Do they challenge the possession and see whether or not they reverse the call? They won't do it. It's Hartenstein, Holmgren providing on-ball pressure. Caruso, SJ, and Dub defending with 7:10 left in overtime, tied at 108 against Harper inbounding, Champagny, Wembanyama, Castle, and Vassell. Here we go. Harper looking, holding, lobbing. Castle knocked away by Caruso. A second overtime as he bats it off the backboard. AC had Castle back cut him, but he recovered in an instant, and we've got double overtime in game one, tied at 108. This is Thunder basketball.
An entire fresh market for your everyday grocery needs, from farm fresh milk to meats, freshly baked breads, and produce. We also carry a wide variety of our premium ice cream, frozen yogurt, and sherbet. And with Brahms delivery trucks running 7 days a week, our items are always fresh. Stop by your neighborhood Brahms Fresh Market for an incredibly fast, incredibly convenient grocery shopping experience, so you can spend more time on things that matter most.
You wouldn't get a haircut from your lawn guy. You wouldn't get tax advice from a taxidermist. So if you want windows, talk to the window experts. Fella of Oklahoma has been selling and installing windows for more than 100 years. Check out the Pella showroom to shop hundreds of windows and doors in every price range. Transform your home with advice from the window connoisseurs. Visit your local Pella showroom in OKC or Tulsa or shop.
Double overtime, game one of the Western Finals. Thunder deadlock with the Spurs at 108. 5 additional minutes of bonus basketball. Thunder 3 of 10 shooting in that first overtime. The Spurs 3 of 8. SJ gave the Thunder a 3-point lead on a dunk. Thunder got a stop but couldn't convert a pull-up 3 by Mitchell, opening the door for Wembanyama's 30-foot 3 that tied it in the final minute at 108. Kaysen Wallace, Lou Dort with fresher legs. Holmgren, Mitchell, and SGA defend against Wembanyama, Castle, Harper, Vassell, and Champagny. Ball in the air, and Victor wins another tip. Back to Harper, played by Wallace. Giving it up to Vassell, Castle rather. Working left wing, back of Wembanyama, pick to the baseline. Close it up, blocked by Holmgren, gathered by Harper, blocked by Shea. Dort on the loose ball, back-to-back swats. SJ front court, played by Vassell. Grinding baseline, steps back, pump fakes, won't shoot, out of a double. Swings it left corner to Mitchell. Driving on Champagny, spins, played by Wembanyama's got to give it up. Does to Wallace, slicing left. In deep to Holmgren, pump faking from 3, closed out. Slashes left on the dribble, 4 to shoot. Spins right, pump fakes. Loses the ball, gets it back, 1 to shoot. Got to get it up, does. A left side angle, rainbow 12-foot jumper, an air ball, and a shot clock violation. .420 left in the second overtime. Thunder opened the season with back-to-back double overtimes, beating Houston opening night, ring night, then winning at Indiana in double OT as well. This is the Spurs' first taste of a double overtime game. Castle picked up at midcourt by Wallace. Low crutching bounce accompanies him across the timeline, works to the right wing. Sails it, cross-court left to Champagny, driving. Stripped to the ball by Wallace from behind. Kaysen on it, falls down and shovels to SGA. What a play by Kaysen. Come behind, stripping the dribble. Shea between the rings, 3:50 left in double overtime. Crossing over, slicing, kicking, corner right, Holmgren pump fakes. Freeze on the wing, arcs a 3 for the lead, that's short. Offside, a rebound snag by Harper. Wembanyama, 7-5, gives it up the right side to Harper. Played by Shea, straight away to Wembanyama. driving right down the lane, dunks with a right-hand delivery. Holmgren never got there to challenge. It's 110-108 San Antonio as Wembanyama has 34.
Oh, my goodness.
3:30 left in the second overtime. Shea doubled, gives it up left corner to Holmgren. Up the sideline to SGA. Powers on Harper, steps to the wing open. Cranks a three for the lead, in and out, no good. Rebound volleyed, fought for. Wembanyama has it. Up the sideline on Mitchell. Sidesteps, runs into Mitchell, but a blocking foul coming on AJ, and that will be free throws for Wembanyama. You got to give it up to a guy that's dominated in his first taste of Western Conference final basketball, and that's Victor Wembanyama tonight. 34 points, 21 rebounds in 45 minutes. And the door has been wide open for the Thunder with open looks. Late in regulation.
Victor Wembanyama is out here clowning.
3:16 left. Wemby needs to make both to make this a two-possession difference. He scored 34, including the game-tying three from 30, down by 3 late in the first overtime. Wembanyama 9 of 10 foul shooting, playing his 45th minute. Spins the ball in front of him, bends his knees and strokes it, and he rattles it in. He scored all 3 Spur points in the double overtime period, and as San Antonio up 3 as Mitchell exits, Dort exits, Caruso and Dub are back in, with the Thunder again battling from behind. A game in which they've rarely led, but were up by 3 in the final minute of the first overtime, but couldn't see it through. Wembanyama in the face of the distraction behind the basket to my left. Arcs the second, looks good and is. He gets them both and has 36 points in game 1. Spurs by 4, shutting the Thunder out nearly 2 minutes into the second overtime. Gilgeous-Alexander fed the ball, gets a Caruso pick. Run down on a double, works the angle left dribble, crossing over. Maintains the bounce, drives and kicks. Corner left, Caruso steps to the corner, arcs a rainbow 3 on Wemby. It's short and not a good possession. Wembanyama the rebound, his 20 seconds. So the Spurs are in command of the second overtime, up 4 in possession with 2:50 left. Thunder offense is scrambled. Harper in a 1-4 set. Spurs space the floor, he's guarded by Dub. Dillon off the stutter step, nearly lost the bounce. Dub knocked it away again. Harper gets it and lobs up the sideline. Champagnie, 2 to shoot. Harper does a long angle left 35-footer. Got no rim, only backboard. That's a shot clock violation. And San Antonio's 23rd turnover. As Dub dug in and forced the Spurs into the miscue. Thunder got to find a way to score here, down by 4 in the second overtime, 2:33 left. Gilgeous-Alexander playing through a 7 of 23 shooting game. Gives to Wallace and gets it back. Shea double, lobs to Wallace. Open, left wing 3 is up. And in! Cha-ching at Thunder money ball. Dub knocked into the stanchion. Castle, no whistle. Stefan back. Dub scrambles back into the play. Holmgren is on Castle. Caruso has Wembanyama. Thunder need to stop. 2:15 left in the second overtime. Castle dancing. Shuttling right. Gives it up left corner to Harper. Slices right in the lane. Leans in. Scoops and scores with the right hand. What a game he's had. And he's knocked down and fouled by Shea. Very late whistle blown by Mitchell Irvin. Wow. As Harper's holding his face. 114-111. Gilgeous-Alexander guilty of his 4th foul. Do the Thunder challenge this? I don't see contact on the shot.
No, it's after the
Do
shot.
the Thunder challenge this? I don't see contact on the shot at all.
It's after the shot.
Harper's holding his face, lying on his back under the bucket. 2:04 to play. The young Spurs answering every call in game 1, and now they're going to replay to determine whether or not there was more than a common foul against Shea. There's going to be an and 1 for the Spurs, who lead again by 3, 114-111. Potentially, Caruso actually got Harper on the face on the drive-by. I don't think there'll be anything more than a common foul here.
Meets the criteria for a flagrant foul.
114-111 Spurs, 2:04 left in overtime. They go to replay. Thunder at 41% shooting, the Spurs at 41% shooting. San Antonio 23 of 25.
Well, it was definitely accidental. As the ball was coming through the net, after he made the shot.
Spurs have dominated the backboard 53-37, 58-37.
Shea just had his hands just kind of,
48-38.
It was not intentional at all.
Got Harper on the right side of the face on the drive, scoop and score. Foul is not even on Shea, I don't believe, and I can't imagine this is meritorious of a flagrant foul. Thunder are 1 of 4 shooting in the second overtime. Trail by 3 with 2 minutes and 4 seconds left. Battling to sustain and maintain home court advantage in a playoff run in which they've gone undefeated. winning the first two rounds in sweeps. 4 games to none on the Suns, 4 games to none on the Lakers, but this has been a totally different animal tonight. San Antonio came in a confident club, closing out Portland in round 1 in 5, beating Minnesota in 6 games to advance to the Western Final. Their first final in the Western Conference since 2017. This is their first time in the playoffs in 6 seasons. Still looking at replay here. That's not always a good thing for the team that committed the foul. It's 114-111 Spurs. Here's Zach Zarba letting us know the determination, whether or not it's simply a common foul or something more. Foul was whistled, I believe, on Caruso, his third. Alex has had 30 points tonight. Here's Zach Zarba.
After review, Caruso fouls the dribbler, and the contact by Gilgeous-Alexander after it is incidental, does not rise to the level of a flagrant foul. 1 shot.
But the Thunder under the gun again because Dylan Harper continues to excel in his first playoff start with 21 points and 10 rebounds. He also has 5 assists.
Young Harper.
When he gets to the rim, he's a left-handed player, but he's adroit in making shots with either hand, and that was a right-handed scoop in traffic. Coming late in the shot clock again as San Antonio's bailed itself out with clutch shot after clutch shot on the road in Game 1 of the Western Finals tonight. So if Harper is successful on the free throw and he's 4 of 4 in the game, the Spurs are 23 of 25 in Game 1. Thunder will be down 2 possessions again, trailing 114 to 111 with 2:04 left in the second overtime. Still enormous amount of time. But can the Thunder offense get on track? They're 1 of 4 shooting in the second OT. Harper, the lefty. Left foot in front of the right. Spins the ball in front of him. Snaps off the free throw and nails it. Spurs by 4 again, their largest lead of the second overtime. It's 115-111. They've led by as many as 10 in the opener as Dub is fed. Giving SJ between the rings. Shea followed by 3 defenders. Bounce feeds left corner to Dub. Closed out. Feeds up the sideline left to Shea. 150 to play. Shea whips it inside, intended for Holmgren. Horrible pass deflected and stolen by Harper. That's the Thunder's 18th turnover. A must-stop scenario now with 1:40 left. The Spurs have the ball in a 4-point lead. Dub out front, harassing Harper. Pounding the left-hand dribble at the logo, crossing over. Snaking right, behind the back, dribbling down the lane, sidesteps, floats it up. Caruso knocked it away and has it. Alex speeds up the right side, 1:25 to play. Probes the paint, hits Shea. Grinding and jump stopping to the trailing Dub for 3 straight away. It's online, count it! Cha-ching, a Thunder money ball, huge shot by Jalen Williams. 115, 114, 121 to play. Caruso created it with the strip. And Dub cashes it in. He's got 26 in the opener. Thunder seek a stop. 1:15 left in the second overtime. Down 115, 114. Castle from 40, holding. Wallace on it. Shot clock at 10. Castle 40 feet away, looking. Feeds top key to Harper. Crowded by Dub, 6 to shoot. Whips it inside to Wembanyama. Drop steps and dunks on Holmgren. Gives the Spurs a 3-point lead. Did they call Holmgren for a foul as well? They sure did. And the Thunder again, if Wembanyama makes this free throw, will have the Spurs up by 4 with 1:01 to play. There's just no sense in challenging that dunk. Wembanyama's going to throw it down. He has any Thunder defender by at least 5 inches, and he's got 38 points now in Game 1. Mitchell in, Wallace out, 1:01 left in the second overtime of Game 1 with the Spurs on top, 117-114. Wembanyama, 11 of 12 foul shooting, as Chet incurs his 3rd foul in the opener. Wembanyama given the ball for the back end of the 3-point opportunity. He and his team are 24 of 26 from the line in the opener. Victor snaps it off and knocks it down. Spurs by 4. Thunder in a must-score scenario here inside the final minute of the second overtime. Gilgeous-Alexander on the handle. Kicks to Dub. Crowded by Champagnie. Back between the rings to Shea. 15 to shoot behind the back dribbling. Slicing. Gives it up corner right. Caruso driving on Wemby. Comes up and under. Twirls the layup. No good. Holmgren has a loose ball. His block going up. Dub gets it back. Lays it up and overshoots the rim. No foul call. Spurs get it back and are in command now with 40 seconds to play. 118-114 San Antonio in the second overtime. And the Spurs can smell it. Castle in no hurry to do anything. Just pounding the dribble inside midcourt. Played by Mitchell. Gets a screen from Vassell. 8 to shoot. Castle sizing up Shea. The lob comes to Wemby, who dunks and gives the Spurs a 6-point lead with 22 seconds to play, and that likely will do it in Game 1. Wembanyama, 41 points, 22 rebounds in the opener. 121-14. Spurs, 22 seconds to play. Thunder burn a timeout. It will take. This is Thunder basketball.
Oh, my goodness. Hey, I appreciate y'all with this double overtime. 42. How many rebounds?
crispy bacon.
I guess I could look on the screen.
Coffee and being able to
You'd be surprised how I can't see it because it's small. Anyway,
Boomerang Diner it is. They serve breakfast.
I appreciate y'all in the chat.
Like right now.
I appreciate y'all hanging out with us. Normally we'd be playing some music, but they're about to come back from commercial, like
At Boomerang Diner,
probably right here.
starts here.
Like, here we go. Back to the ball game.
Got to give him his due. Victor Wembanyama is shining with this game in the balance. In the 2 overtimes combined, 9 in the second after 5 in the first. Tied the game in the final handful of seconds in the first overtime with a 30-foot three-pointer. His team was down by 3. And here in the second overtime, he's been dominant, scoring 9 of the Spurs' 12 in the second overtime period, as they've outscored the Thunder by 6 in the second OT, 12-6 and lead by 6, 121-14. Extraordinary resilience by both of these teams. Thunder were down by as many as 10 and really had very little going offensively. Battled all the way back from that deficit. Had a chance to potentially seal it in the first overtime, but couldn't get a shot to fall from Mitchell on the wing up by 3. That opened the door for the Wembanyama tying tray. And now the Thunder are definitively under the gun, down by 6 points. 22 seconds to play in the second overtime. Still have a timeout left. The Spurs have 2. San Antonio a foul to give. McCain is in for OKC, being grabbed by Harper trying to cut free. Mitchell to inbound, does between the rings to Dub. Drives. And his layup's blocked by Wemby, and that's going to seal game 1. Wemby up the sideline to Harper, fouled by McCain on a reach-in, and with 14.5 to play, Dub was thinking dunk. Wembanyama having none of that, swats away his third shot of the opener on the San Antonio Spurs. The
with 3 blocks.
Young squad come to Oklahoma City and are on the brink of snaring game 1 and securing home court advantage in this best-of-7 Western Conference final. All credit to the Spurs. The Thunder certainly didn't play their best game, but that was in large part because of San Antonio's smothering defense, as OKC on the night has been held to 38 points in the paint to 52 for San Antonio. Harper's free throw is on the way good. Spurs lead by 7 in the second overtime, 121 to 114. So you know the Thunder and the core of what this group is about and their ability to bounce back off of losses. It's been extraordinary in this run to a title a year ago and the top seed this season. Harper's second is up, tumbling good. What a game for him. 24 points, 11 rebounds. Shea back down 8 to Caruso across the timeline with 10 seconds. Leaps and leans, long angle right 3 is short, but he's fouled going up by Champagnie. Gets 3 free throws with 9.8 to play. It would appear that that would be window dressing as the fans have begun to file to the exits at Paycom Center. Game 2 coming up on Wednesday night at 7:30 Central, as the San Antonio Spurs proved that what they've accomplished this season, we all knew it, no fluke. And they go toe-to-toe with the reigning champions and come out the victor in game 1. As Caruso arcs the first foul shot and nails it. Alex's big night continues with 31, a new playoff career high. But with 9.8 to play, Oklahoma City is down by 7 as Carter Bryant and Luke Cornett will check in between the second and third free throws. Stephon Castle is done with a double-double, 17 points, 11 assists. Dylan Harper stays in, it appears, with a 24-point, 11 rebounds, 6 assists beauty. And Victor Wembanyama, massive numbers, 41 points, 23 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 block shots. Did everything asked of him by the Spurs as the second foul shot by Caruso is off. Cornett and Bryant are in, as Champagnie stays in with Vassell for San Antonio. They need a 5th player out there, and Wembanyama is going to stay in, or is he now checking out? 9.8 to play. So the second-seeded Spurs in the West have the upper hand on the Thunder after a game of this best-of-7. Caruso misses the third free throw deliberately. The ball's free in the lane. Wembanyama has it, and the Spurs will dribble it out. Front court Cornett with 3 seconds. Moves the ball to his midsection, and San Antonio has come to Oklahoma City and claimed game 1 of this best-of-7 Western Conference final as OKC finds itself in the loss column for the first time in this playoff push. San Antonio perseveres impressively, 122-115 in double overtime of the opener of this best-of-7. Come back with final numbers and final thoughts from Paycom Center in downtown Oklahoma City. This is Thunder Basketball.
Thunder, and Midburst Bank, the official bank of the Oklahoma City Thunder.
Hey, I appreciate y'all. Y'all make sure y'all have a good night.
Oklahoma City
See you
Thunder
next time.
Postgame Show, sponsored by Riverwind Casino. Now here's the voice of the Thunder, Matt Pinto, on the Oklahoma City Thunder Radio Network.
Thunder suffered their first playoff loss in this go-around as the #1 seed in the Western Conference. In the opener of the Western Final, in an epic clash, one for the ages, the Spurs persevere in double overtime, handing the Thunder their first taste of defeat in overtimes, 5-0 in the regular season. Followed tonight 122-115 to San Antonio in a double overtime thriller at Paycom Center. Story of this game is Victor Wembanyama with 41 points, 24 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal, and 3 block shots. He's plus 16 in the raw plus minus. 9 of his game-high 41 came in the second overtime. He wound up scoring 15 points in the 2 overtimes combined, leading the Spurs to a 1-game-to-none lead in this best-of-7 Western Conference Final Series. Now the scene shifts to Game 2 at 7:30 on Wednesday. OKC put under the gun by the young Spurs to try and fight back even at 1-1 before the scene will move to San Antonio for Games 3 and 4. The Thunder, you may recall, a year ago in their playoff push to an NBA championship, lost Game 1 twice. A setback to Denver in the Western semifinals. They recovered to win that series in 7, incurred the same fate in the opener of the NBA Finals against Indiana, and wound up winning that series in 7 games. So this team knows what it's like to dig down and find ways, and that's exactly what they're confronted with now, as despite a resilient effort, they fall to the Spurs in double overtime of the opener of this best-of-7, 122-115. San Antonio closes the game 7-1 in that second overtime. Wembanyama huge, scoring 9 of their 14 in that second OT. The Spurs got a new San Antonio playoff record, 7 steals in this game from Dylan Harper. Harper, the 20-year-old rookie from Rutgers, was summoned to start for the first time in postseason because De'Aaron Fox unable to go due to an ankle tweak he suffered in the finale against Minnesota in Game 6 in Minneapolis on Friday. Harper authored a double-double with 24 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists, 7 steals. And Stephon Castle, a double-double man for the Spurs tonight with 17 points and 11 assists. They got 11 points from Julian Champagnie, 9 rebounds. He was plus 8. Wembanyama plus 16. Harper plus 14. Castle minus 1. Devin Vassell made 3 threes, had 13 points. He was plus 3. Off the bench, Keldon Johnson contributed 3 three-pointers, scored 13. He was plus 3 as well. Scoreless Luke Cornett in 10 minutes for the Spurs. Harrison Barnes played 6 first-half minutes, went scoreless. And Carter Bryant, the rookie from Arizona, in 14 minutes scored 3, had 2 rebounds and 1 assist. He was plus 10. San Antonio made 43% of its shots, getting up 5 fewer than the Thunder, converting 41 of 96 in Game 1. 13 of 43 on threes, 30%. They converted 27 of 29 foul shots, remarkable, getting to the line 10 more times than the Thunder, converting 11 more at 93%. San Antonio, a dominant force on the backboard, 61-40 in rebounds over OKC. 15 of those came offensively. Spurs doled out 25 assists, had 11 steals and 7 blocks, turned the ball over 23 times for 28 points, but ultimately persevere through a rough night that way to win by 7 in double overtime. Thunder were paced in scoring by Alex Caruso's remarkable 32-minute, 31-point scoring bonanza, a new playoff career high for him. He nailed 11 of 19 shots, including 8 three-pointers in 14 tries. 1 of 3 from the foul line, had 2 rebounds, 2 steals, and 2 block shots, even in the raw plus-minus. Thunder got 26 from J-Dub in his return to action. He logged 37 minutes. Made 11 of 25 shots, 1 of 3 threes, and all 3 of his free throws. Grabbed 7 rebounds, had 3 assists, a steal, and a block. He was minus 3 tonight. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander held to a season-low 4 first-half points, scored 20 after, and put the Thunder in position to potentially steal this game in regulation. Some shots didn't go their way in transition. They wound up tied at the end of regulation at 101. Shai's driving layup with 3 seconds to play, forging the deadlock. And then in the first overtime, Gilgeous-Alexander had a layup try late that would have given the Thunder the advantage. Could not convert that, but he did give the Thunder a 3-point lead in the final minute on a dunk. But then A.J. Mitchell, after a stop with a quick pull-up left wing three-pointer, was unable to convert. Wembanyama made a long 30-foot three to force the second overtime. And from there, the Spurs dominated to win by 7. SJ had a double-double tonight with 24 points, 12 assists, 3 rebounds, 5 steals, and a block. Made 7 of 23 shots, 2 of 7 threes, 8 of 9 from the foul line. Logged 51 of this game's 53 minutes. He was minus 15 in the raw plus-minus. 8 points generated by Chet Holmgren, 2 of 7 shooting, 2 of 4 from 3, 2 of 2 from the line. He grabbed 8 rebounds, had 1 steal and 2 blocks, was -7. Isaiah Hartenstein logged only 12 minutes of game 1, had 2 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 blocks, and a steal. He was +2. Lugens Dort in 22 minutes, 1 of 5 on threes, 2 of 6 from the field, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, had 5 points. Off the bench, A.J. Mitchell scored 4, had 5 assists, 4 rebounds, 2 of 5 shooting, 2 steals as well. He was +7. Jared McCain made 1 of his 3 threes, 3 of 6 from the field for 7. He was +9 on the night. Kaysen Wallace knocked down 2 threes, 3 of 6 shots overall for 8 points, had 6 rebounds and 2 steals. He was -9. Jay Will in 10 minutes went scoreless, had 3 rebounds, -6. Aaron Wiggins played 4 first-half minutes, missed all 3 of his shots. They were 3-point tries. He was -7. And Isaiah Joe played only 16 seconds of game 1. Nikola Topic, Kenrich Williams didn't play. Coach's decision. Thunder at 40% shooting in game 1, 41 of 101, 17 of 45 from 3, 38%, 16 of 19 foul shooting, 84%. 40 rebounds kept them 21 on the debit side in game 1. 9 of those came offensively. 25 Thunder assists, 14 steals, 8 block shots, 15 turnovers, accounting for 17 Spur points. Points in the paint heavily to San Antonio, 52-38 in game 1. Second chance points to the Spurs, 13-8. And on the break, OKC outran the Spurs 16-7 in fast break tallies. 10 lead changes, 8 ties punctuate an epic game for the ages. A double overtime thriller won by San Antonio, who led by as many as 10. Thunder's largest lead was 3. It came late in the first overtime. They couldn't hang on, though, as the Spurs win it 122-115 in game 1. Game 2 coming up on Wednesday night at 7:30 back here at Paycom Center. OKC will look to forge the deadlock at 1-1 before the scene shifts to San Antonio for Game 3 on Friday, Game 4 scheduled for Sunday upcoming. I want to thank our on-site engineer, Robert Cisco Mueller. Daniel Matthews, our statistician. Producer of Thunder Broadcast is Josh Lee, assisted by Preston Poole. Once again, the final tonight for Paycom Center in Oklahoma City. The Spurs win Game 1 of this best-of-7 Western Conference Final, 122-115 in overtime over the Thunder, or double overtime, in fact. Our post-game gets going, including comments from Mark Daignault, Thunder players, and Gideon and Matt will join you on the other side of the stoppage. This is Thunder Basketball.
So whatever the game plan, whatever the game plan was for Victor Wembanyama, at least they know it didn't work. Not quite sure what they're going to do, but hey, unless he's just missing shots, I don't think there's much you can do. Chet Holmgren just going to have to play better on the offensive side of the ball, because they not stopping what he does. See y'all next time. Potoi. Hit the like button on your way out. Hey, by the way, welcome to my new subscribers. I kind of like to do this often, especially playoff time.
Fuck with it, bro.
Twist up quick fast, down on my dick, lock fucked up. Steady make a move, still a nigga just stop. Nowhere to run, no place to hide. They say it gets better, they know what's a lie. Life in a bitch really ain't no surprise. Really ain't no surprise. If it wasn't for the band, probably had no luck. Red ting when you see me on the scene, never go much. Rather roll up, post up. Gorilla glue the pack, got a nigga so stuck. Plug so clutch. Gotta go anywhere, throw darts. High but reality, I never flow far. Friend of foe, the evils playing both parts. Got an ice cold heart, spotlight so dark. Lord, please protect me from the lame shit. Rather stay on my own, never lane switch. Overthinking and laughing like my brain split. 28 black years, learn what pain is. I'm a stoner each and every to my last day. Mad dash, red race, too fast pace. Gotta screw the clean slate, had the backspace. Get lit, then it's back to the cash chase. surprise. Really ain't no surprise. Tomorrow gets us back to the bullshit. Tonight a nigga finna get lit. I got gas by the zip, got Jack by the field. Take the bottom to the knock and no sip. I got bills being due, baby mama need cash. Twins growing up, 1, 2, 3 fast. Tried to quit the pills, think I might relapse. Looking in the mirror, swear I gotta see Max. Can't quite feel those shoes yet. No clue, no you what to do next. Lost my daddy, my granny, my lady. All I got is my family, my baby. All the bullshit I've been through with me got me reminding myself on a daily. Only could trust the 2 niggas, just got him a brother. This world is so cold and too crazy.